that bad.
I gotta work at 4, so I mean,
Yeah, that's
it
bad.
could be worse. It could be worse. I do really enjoy sleep. By the way, like, don't think that I don't.
Yeah.
I do love to sleep. I also just don't make enough money to sleep, so I just fill my time with working because, one day you just die, so it's fine.
Might as well work.
Might as well work till I die. Like, the beauty of doing that is, like, I have recently, because of the 6-day week stuff, I've spent a little more money on buying some video games that maybe I shouldn't, but I did anyway. Like, on that big ass Sony sale, I bought, what was it, like $25 worth of games for like 6 games out of that. And then today I bought 2 games for $30, $32, which I still think that's not a bad deal. Like, I like not spending money, but I also like having video games, so I want to make sure that I can do what I need to do.
I mean, anytime you're not paying full price, I think it's a win, especially if it's something you want to play.
Well, and anything that's like close to 50% off is usually a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's that. That's it. That's what I got.
Okay. I still don't know if Hellblade's ever going physical, so I mean, it may not get as much cheaper than what you paid for it. I don't know. It'd probably be a while, I'd guess.
This is Microsoft bought them, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder how that would work out. I don't know if Microsoft even owns. I don't know if they own Hellblade. I don't know.
I'm guessing not, but who the hell knows? Because it doesn't sound like they own We Happy Few from whatever the hell that company's called that they bought. I don't even know what they're called. But welcome to
Ninja Theory?
No, I don't know who I don't know who developed We Happy Few.
Oh, We Happy Few. I don't remember what the fuck their name was. I could have told you the day after E3, but I can't tell you now.
Yeah, I got nothing. Welcome to the show. I guess I'm still the host.
Forever until you don't want to be, and then
for the next 5 minutes.
And then it passes to Ryan.
Yeah.
Then it's Ryan's turn.
I'll be the host for the 6th minute, and then we'll see what happens from there.
You're like the 6th man.
Yeah.
It's like
the Ghost 6th man, the one from that movie where he died. Was he dunking the ball and he died, fell on his back or something?
I don't remember that movie at all, and I still get it mixed up with Senseless, so it's not. I don't know.
Is there basketball?
I don't know if I've ever even seen it. I think Marlon Wayne's in it though.
Okay.
How is everybody? Ryan and Derek, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Ryan, I've been talking for a while, so I'm going to shut up. Ryan, how are you?
Ryan, tell us about your new job.
My new Steve Jobs. Yeah. I got no new job. I still got the same job. So.
Okay. That's a plus.
Yeah. The only thing new that has happened to me is I went and saw Aurora. Which I don't know if you guys have ever been to Aurora.
I've never been to Aurora, Illinois, I don't think. What's it near?
Chicago.
It's near Automata.
Okay.
It's a suburb of Chicago. It's like 50 minutes from Chicago.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, the only thing I know about Aurora is Wayne's World, and it's not the same. It's not the same. Just if you want to go to Aurora, just watch Wayne's World. Don't go to Aurora.
Okay.
That'd be my advice.
Advice of the week. But don't play Wayne's World. Don't play a video game version of Wayne's World.
You know what I wish they would have made? Did they ever make a Wayne's World ice hockey game? That would have been probably fun, wouldn't it?
I mean, it probably wouldn't be ice hockey. It'd probably be street hockey.
Well, I just mean because of the Wayne Gretzky portion. Like, you could have made like a Wayne's World ice hockey game and made it out to be like a Wayne's World game, but it's actually just Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah,
that's what I want it to be.
Constantly being interrupted by cars and ex-girlfriends driving by on their bike.
Yeah.
That probably would have been a good game.
That would be, never happened.
Or a Clerks game where they play hockey on the roof. Is that right?
Yes, they play hockey on the roof. Okay. Yep. That would have been good too. You could just make it Pong style. Just slide the character back and forth and done it that way.
You could. Is
that isometric? Is that what that's technically called?
I'm not sure.
That'd be like top down probably.
Tap down, yeah. All right.
So
I'm still bad at my like video game names. Like I'm still bad at like knowing what that shit means half the time.
I mean, isometric. I'm trying to think like of
it's
something
usually
you
the
would
top down
play.
view, isn't it?
Is
That's what I
Bastion,
thought.
like isometric. I mean, I know. Shit. I guess imagine like old Legend of Zelda, except if it's angled. I know like this game Crusader No Remorse I have on Sega Saturn is isometric. I can't even think of anything modern that's isometric.
I'm just gonna see if I can do this without breaking my game. Or breaking my videos portion. Let's see. Best isometric video games. This is back in 2015 from everybody's favorite Kotaku. Luke Plunkett wrote this. If you know Luke Plunkett,
I sure don't.
I don't either.
I know
The
Jim
original.
Plunkett.
The original Fallout is considered isometric. Super Mario RPG is considered isometric.
I think it's like a top-down view that's slightly angled. So I think that's kind of what it is.
Qbert, Jungle Strike, Ultima 8, Syndicate,
Yeah.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Little Big Adventure, Landstalker. I don't know these games. Baldur's Gate. I've heard of the first XCOM. Diablo 3 is technically isometric. Really?
Okay, there you go.
Okay, that makes sense. Age of Kings, Crusaders, No Remorse, SimCity 2000. I can keep going. Civ 5, Populous, Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, StarCraft.
Okay. I mean, I guess
Anyway,
Mario and plus Rabbids.
it's kind of. I would say kind of. Yeah,
I'd say it is.
I'd say yeah. Kind of.
It's kind of a weird term, but
It is. But no, I know what you mean.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's our isometric game of the week, brought to you by Colgate toothpaste.
Super Mario RPG.
The place I was at, though, was at one point in time owned by Walter Payton. Now it's a brewery. So
Was it isometric?
no, but it was
Was it
huge.
isolated?
It was the biggest brewery I've ever been to. But it's pretty cool.
Nice. I don't know. This reminds me. Have you guys ever watched some FX show called Baskets with Zach Galifianakis?
No, I thought it looked real dry, so I didn't watch it.
Oh, it is. But he bought he was at a grocery store looking at wine, and they had a Mike Ditka wine. He bought it.
That's pretty good. Isn't that the one? Is that got what's his name in it? Fucking Billy
Louis
Crystal.
Anderson?
Oh no, Billy
No.
Crystal. What show am I thinking of with Billy Crystal? That was on FX.
I don't know what that is,
Anyway,
but I'd probably recommend Baskets. It's fucked up.
I got one episode left in Atlanta. I wish you would push past those 2 episodes you didn't like because it is pretty good. But
We moved on.
yeah, it's fine. I get it.
That's our TV segment of the week, brought to you by Great Value Products. Find them at your local Walmarts.
Please don't go to Walmart.
I say Walmarts because every town has more than one.
Yeah. Well, no, Newton's only got one.
For
I
now.
don't have any.
Yeah, so it's fine. Luke Walton will open a Walmart here soon. As soon as he's not the coach of the Lakers.
Yeah, once LeBron fires him.
Yeah.
Or LeBron will make him go to his school. Yeah. Why isn't LeBron the principal of his school?
Because it's not in Ohio anymore.
Yeah, he like opens that school and runs for it. He's like, I don't want part of that shit.
He's like, here's a bunch of free shit now. Take care of it because I'm not going to be around.
No, I don't know. I was surprised he did all that. But
That is pretty dope. Like, I give LeBron James a lot of shit, but that might be one of the best things an athlete has ever done. Like, that's pretty great.
yeah, I still wish he wasn't such a cocky fucker. But,
Yeah, I'm with you.
Whatever.
I don't like it either, but I mean, he's doing things.
I mean,
that
it kind of comes with being like the greatest player in the world.
Yeah,
he doesn't
I mean,
have to
doesn't
do the things he's doing, though. He doesn't have to do any of that shit that he's doing, and he is. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
but he regrets naming his son LeBron.
That's weird. Whatever, dude.
Whatever. Sports segment of the week brought to you by Frisky's Cat Treats. I don't know if that's right. I'm looking for things around the house.
Brought to you by Pliny the Elder. Get it now in California. and probably only California. Don't ask me how I got that because I've never been to California.
Rated R.
Superstar.
What about
Edge.
some kind of news? Oh, man. You got
Man.
news?
I forgot how the news segment went because I didn't get
What
to use
news
last
have
week.
you been reading lately? I don't remember.
Oh, I see
Oh,
you have the news.
that was it.
Bring it to me,
Yeah.
quite. Oh man, I love those things. Okay, so I'm gonna leave with this story because fuck you guys. Kingdom Hearts 3 got put in the news last week. I didn't even know about it until Ryan messaged our group chat and asked if I had at least 80 to 80 to 100 hours, Ryan?
I just saw 80. I didn't read the full article, but yeah, it's probably more than that.
I think it said completionist was 80, but story was 50.
Yep. So
I could be wrong.
coming out of the news, reports
It's
coming
out
out
today.
yeah, Kingdom Hearts in
Oh,
stores
just
right
the
now.
soundtrack's out today.
Okay, that's good.
Despite reports suggesting that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to have a campaign around 40 to 50 hours and additional content bolstering it around 80 hours, Square Enix has not yet actually settled on the final length of the game.
It's not done.
Super not done. A preview report from Geek.com of Kingdom Hearts 3 published earlier this month suggested that those playtime estimations had been confirmed. That would make one would be one of the longest main campaigns in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Longest gameplay number of outlets picked up that confirmation saying that it was true. However, that is not exactly the case. Square Enix has not officially commented when reached out about the length of the game, but Geek.com preview has been updated to note that Square Enix representative explained that the company has yet to finalize the exact length of KH3 given the remaining months of development, aka the fucking shit's not done. It could be 200 hours at this point. We don't fucking know anything. So just hold on to your dicks, all right?
How many hours of that is Donald yelling?
I can't do a Donald Duck. We talked about this last week when the show didn't work.
Yeah, what about all the hours of cutscenes they're gonna have in?
So
Yeah,
I mean, listen, like, really, what do we like? How long is a Metal Gear game?
Not that long. How many hours?
How long are the fucking cutscenes in Metal Gear though?
It depends on which one you're talking.
5. How long is cutscenes?
The
How long is
cutscenes
5?
in 5 arenent that long.
4?
5 is.
I heard 4 is really long.
4, they are super long. There's some cutscenes that are like more than half an hour. So.
It's just, like, that's asinine to me. Like, that's what this game's going to be, is just the game's not really done. We just generated the entire story, but it's hours upon hours of content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hours of that game are going to be understandable?
Well, what do you mean by understandable? In voiceover, in English, or comprehending what is actually happening in the game?
What's happening in the story?
None of it at all. Not a fucking like you'll understand when Mickey Mouse comes up on the screen that it's fucking Mickey. Then he's gonna talk to you about some bullshit about the darkness and a fucking Keyblade, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm out." Like, I don't fucking know anything.
You're gonna understand the last like 5 minutes, where at the very end, it's like Minnie Mouse waking up from a nightmare. She's like, "Oh fuck! I'm glad none of that actually ever happened."
I just hope that it's the entire time it's a dream that Cloud has been having right before Sephiroth fucks his ass up.
All right, I don't know anything about that, but
That doesn't really happen. Cloud fucks Sephiroth up. I was just kidding.
okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that having a bad ending,
Yeah,
but maybe.
there wasn't really a bad ending. I was just saying.
Okay.
I want at least 20 of those hours to be that battle with Sephiroth, though, because that's the Sephiroth battle is always a good time in the Kingdom Hearts games.
So, what does this do for you, Derek? Does it move your needle at all?
By needle, do you mean penis?
Needle dick?
Yep.
Move your needle dick any?
My chode dick got pretty big after he
Pretty
said,
wide.
Yeah, it was a lot wider than it was short. I mean, long.
Yeah, you're gonna need a new can.
The mousetrap I was using to keep it stretched out fell apart. Really, what it does for me is just confirm the fact that this game is that much closer to being done. It's not. Clearly, it's not done. I mean, until they tell me it's gone gold, like Spider-Man did this last week, I don't believe anything about this game. It just does reaffirm the fact that we are effectively 5 months away from Kingdom Hearts 3 until it gets delayed to 2020, because that's probably what's going to happen.
No way. It couldn't get delayed that long. Something terrible would have to happen.
Tetsuya Nomura just dies of a heart attack.
They could
Yeah.
accidentally delete
They
the game code.
Yeah, they deleted. What was it? I was listening to something the other day where they deleted like a game. Maybe it was a Giant Bomb at Night segment. Somebody was developing a game, and apparently they erased the game data that they had. And the only person that had the complete data, the complete build, was somebody that was testing it for them, and he had to
No,
email
I know
that
what you're
to
talking
them.
about.
Yeah,
It was that guy who works for Vlambeer, I think.
that's what it
maybe.
was. I think it was.
But that band Job for a Cowboy?
I've heard of
They're
them.
they're probably deathcore or something.
Yeah,
I'm not
yep.
big on them, but I think they had one of their albums get deleted before, like they were done recording it, and they lost it, so they had to re-record it. I don't know. I probably need to look that up, but I swore I remember hearing that.
I mean, there's people that have just deleted shit that they've done in the past, music-wise, obviously. Like, I mean, there's been plenty of bands that scrap albums that they're halfway or almost completely the way through and just redo something else.
Well, yeah, this was an accident.
An accident, yeah. Just how do you not have a? I've made that mistake of not having a backup save file. Believe me, Fallout 3 never happened.
Hulk Hogan probably should have done that with his album.
Or his sex tape. He should have deleted it. Yeah, you're right. Should have really deleted that thing. Should have not said those words.
I mean, none of it has kept him out of the Hall of Fame. So.
Well, it had until last week.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's
Now
back.
Urban Meyer's going to get in.
He's
the
back.
WWE Hall of Fame.
Shit, and
What?
he's better than ever. I was singing the Eric Bischoff song. There's that. Let's see what else. Code Vein. You guys know about that Bandai Namco game, Code Vein?
Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
They showed a 20-minute video clip of gameplay last week sometime. If you guys are interested in that, Eurogamer has that over at their site.
That was supposed to come out last year. It was supposed to come out this year. Now it's coming out next year.
Right.
Oh,
pushed to 2019.
speaking
Earlier in
of
the month.
deleting stuff, did you maybe this is in your news? Lords of the Fallen 2. Did you hear like they switched developers and they started over?
No,
Yeah.
I did not hear that. That is
was supposed-
pretty great.
It's supposed to come out this year, I think, and then they just started.
I don't
from
know
scratch.
why
Not
are
the
they
Surge
doing
guys.
It was
It's the Surge guys did the first one.
what the hell's it called? Deck 13 or something?
That sounds right.
Yeah, those are the guys who did the first one.
I think it was them, and now it's like Defiant Games, who I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Whatever. I just read that the other day.
Hopefully
Yeah,
they aren't the people who made the Defiant video game.
they might be.
I just think it's funny that these games continue to get pushed back. But the Code Vein gameplay, if you haven't checked that out, take a look at it. It does look pretty good. There's this Eurogamer article gives you spots to check out if you want to see a cutscene, you want to see a boss battle, and then different stages and things like that. Early 2019, PC, PS4, and Xbox One for that.
Everything's early 2019.
Yeah, at this point, 2019 is gonna if you don't. I don't even know what to tell you. They should just be launching new consoles in the early 2019 because that's where everything else is coming out.
Mhm. New Virtual Boy 2019.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm in.
Whatever works. The NES Classic was the highest selling console in June, according to the NPD. What's that do for you? Isn't that weird?
There's a lot of them. I was at Walmart earlier, and they had like a ton of them.
What's weird is I don't want an NES Classic at all. I have no desire for one. I really don't. Like, I do because I want to do what you did, but other than that, I do not want to buy one. But I might because it's $50 fucking bucks. Or
I mean, I'd rather
60, yeah.
Sorry.
if I'd pick the SNES Classic over that one definitely.
Right.
But I already had that one, so I might as well have gotten the NES.
Right.
And adding all those games was nice.
Yeah, I do need to see if I can tinker with that when I'm off on vacation and see if I can. I'm nervous, but I'll probably try to do it anyway. I know you said it's easy, but still I get nervous.
Well,
Gotta get
it's
Pit
illegal.
Fighter on there.
What's that?
Fuck it. Yeah.
Gotta get
Need
Pit
that
Fighter
Pit
on
Fighter.
there.
Oh, Pit Fighter, man, listen. Fuck you. I like Pit Fighter.
I played the arcade version
What?
of Pit Fighter not long ago.
I think the arcade version actually is good. It's the Super Nintendo version.
Super Nintendo version does not.
I mean, I wouldn't call it good, but it's definitely better than that.
it's playable. It's playable. How's that?
Yeah, they look really weird because the characters just look like Mortal Kombat. Like, they're like digitized people, and it's fucking weird.
What? I'm gonna go around the table
What if
here
they
real
were-
quick.
Digital monsters.
Are they also champions?
So at least one of them is.
There's a new
what,
Digimon game coming out.
what did you guys think the best-selling game of June was? Think about
Mario
June.
Tennis Aces.
God damn it! You already read this article. Mario Tennis
did.
Aces was the. That's good. At least you read the news. I'm proud of you for that. Did you watch the Venom trailer? I'm sure you didn't watch the Venom trailer.
No, I thought about it though.
Well, that counts.
That was the best-selling trailer of June.
Yeah. Well, even though it came out literally 2 days ago. All right, yeah. Mario Tennis Aces for the Switch was the best-selling game of June. So I read this. I'm going to see if I can pull this up on Twitter real quick. So Colin Moriarty tweeted something the other day that I thought was super interesting, and I'm not a Colin Moriarty guy personally. I don't really have a problem with him.
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's kind of a douche. Let's see if I can get this tweet real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything going because it's from a couple days ago, and I'm sure he tweets like every fucking second of every day of every hour.
He's not tweeting dick pics.
Oh,
I mean, if it made it easier for me to find what I'm trying to find, I would be fine with it.
I used to listen to, was it Podcast Beyond?
Yes.
IGN's podcast is Greg Miller, him, and Ryan Clements. And I think that Ryan dude's with Sony now because he was at that E3
Oh, at the booth, right?
thing.
Yeah.
At the desk in between
The segments. Yep.
shows. Yeah.
So here's the tweet. Nintendo forecasted 20 million Switches sold in fiscal 2019, which is what we're currently in right now, if you didn't know. 3 months into it, they've sold 1.88 million. That's on pace for 7.5 million units for the year, which is 12.5 million units off of the mark. But then you flip it, which is obviously completely different. But then you talk about Mario Tennis Aces is the hottest game of June. Where's the correlation there? What do you guys think the correlation there is? Because to me, people are hungry for games on their Switch. People might not be
in June though.
just Mario Tennis Aces. Or are you talking about overall?
Yeah, because if not a lot came out in June, then that's not really that big of a surprise.
I don't remember. What
Sorry,
came out.
I don't have it in front of me. Otherwise, I would have.
I don't think Vampire's topping the charts. That probably came out in June, or maybe that was
Onrush
late, that might have been late May.
Onrush may have come out in June. I don't actually remember now though, but it didn't sell that well.
Let's see. This is what it says. Here we go. That Blaze Blue cross tag battle, which obviously isn't going to sell much.
Cross bag.
Cross bag is what I do when I cross my legs.
Is that your new workout cross bag?
Yeah. Onrush, Shaq Fu, Vampire, MotoGP.
I don't know if you want to cross bags.
Sushi Striker, Unravel 2, Hollow Knight for the Switch, Super Bomberman R for everything other than the Switch, Jurassic World Evolution for everything but the Switch, RBI Baseball 18, Lost Child, Mario Tennis Aces, New Gundam Breaker, Nier Automata for Xbox One.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Lumines, Crash Bandicoot for everything but PS4.
Crash Bandicoot did well in the UK. I don't know how well it did globally.
The Crew 2. So, I mean, yeah, June is light, but here's what I'm saying. My whole point is this. Is the Switch's downturn of not selling consoles because they're not putting out content that makes people want to go out and buy a Switch?
If they put out another Zelda, they would start selling more consoles.
Yeah. Like they probably should have waited on Mario to put it out like this year.
Yeah.
But
Well, even if you're talking,
don't know.
it depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking fiscal year, yeah. Like if you had just waited for April, I guess it would be, for Mario to come out April or May, that would help your year-over-year numbers. But
They had it in the fall though. That was pretty good too.
1.5, yeah, you could put it in the fall also. But the fact that you did back-to-back, like you did a banging job last year, you're not going to follow that up that quick and have that much success. And the fact that you forecast yourself 20 million units, that seems excessive.
Yeah, like Smash
They got a
Brothers.
Pokemon game coming, so
Yeah, I don't. It's hard to say with that Let's Go Pokemon, like the real one next year.
I don't expect to
we'll
see
see.
that topping 10 million units this year. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like in Smash Brothers is gonna sell well, but I don't know about like system selling.
It depends. So, like, what do you see for them doing during the holiday? Like, are they going to go, we're going to bundle a Switch together with Mario and Zelda and sell it at $300? Because that'll
I'd say
move some
one or
consoles.
the other.
That'll move
I
some.
don't know about both, but one or the other, or Splatoon. I guess they've already done that.
I don't think Splatoon will sell the consoles though. if you put a Mario console out during the holidays, right alongside, or if you do a Smash Brothers console.
But what if? Well, yeah, I don't know if they do Smash Brothers yet. I mean,
so
they could do Splatoon if it came with like the online shit,
Yeah.
like free for so long. I don't know. Because like, what else are you playing online on a Switch?
I just want to know
Fortnite.
what's the answer to
Playing Mars online.
What's the answer to not selling a lot of consoles this year? How do they fix it?
They sell more classic systems because they're making bank on those.
I mean, they are making a fuck ton of money on there because, as I
Yeah.
said, the NES Classic was the highest unit selling hardware platform in June. PS4 obviously led in sales dollar wise, but unit wise, the NES Classic was where it was at.
They're probably making a really high profit margin on those things too.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
those
gotta
things
be.
can't cost more than what, $20 to $25 maybe.
Or less.
Yeah, I know you buy like a Raspberry Pi for like $30-ish, and those are usually not sold at a profit. So.
But if you're buying them in bulk and you're Nintendo, you can negotiate it down. If you're buying them at 20 and you're selling them at 60, even if it's 30, that's 50% margin. Like that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're doing well.
June was light, but to me it's funny because I think people are hungry for content on the Switch. Maybe you're not selling the consoles, yes, but you also have to think that you're Nintendo. You're a niche console manufacturer that gears itself towards the lighthearted, the fun, the family-oriented systems, correct?
Yeah.
You don't have a God
and Devil's Third, yeah.
You don't have a God of War propelling you into selling a fuck ton of consoles. God of War, by the way, the second best-selling game of June 2018.
Yeah.
Nothing else in June. The Crew 2 was fourth. That was the only other game that came out aside from the Crash Bandicoot on every other console. That month it was like. It was Mario Tennis, God of War, and Grand Theft Auto fucking 5 was number 3.
Hey, it was $20 for a while.
Nintendo's not going to have their own first-party stuff as something that's like a God of War, but they're going to have like stuff like Bayonetta and things like that.
But is that going to translate into console sales for them?
Bayonetta probably won't.
But what third-party stuff will? Anything? I don't even
you're not buying it.
Not a chance. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want Nintendo to succeed. Ralph, I know we all want to see everybody do good, but what are you doing to make sure that increases there? You forecast yourself for 20 million units. Of course, last year's going to sell a bunch of fucking consoles. You had a Mario and a Zelda game come out in the same fucking year. That's ridiculous.
Well, supposedly, they sold 50% more Switches in June this year than last year, but I don't know if that's true.
Sure, but 50% at what you're talking 1.5 million in 3 months. So you're talking 500,000. So you sold 250,000 Switches last June. Yeah, because everybody had already bought theirs and nothing else came out. When did Mario come out? October?
Yeah.
Everybody was waiting for Mario. So maybe everyone's waiting for Smash Bros.
Mario Party.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Mario Party. But I mean, I don't see Smash selling more than couple million consoles, I guess. Like, I mean, maybe people are really into that. Maybe they come up with a really fucking dope ass design, but I don't see that console competing unit wise with a PS4. Like, I don't want Nintendo to also discourage itself. Like, it's done completely better than the Wii U ever did, and it's a great console. Like, I want to play my Switch. I do. I want to play games on my Switch. But they have a terrible, terrible ability to put games on discount or whatever the fuck it is that they need to get a contract with. Like, the games that Nintendo puts on discount are never games I want to play. Ever.
You get Sushi Striker pretty cheap on Amazon right now.
I got a 30% off discount coupon, right? For my birthday.
Yeah. If they want to get 20 million by the end of the year, they're going to have to remaster the letter. That's what's going to happen.
That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you this real quick, even though I continue to talk, even though it is the news segment. I got a 30% off coupon from Nintendo for my birthday that I'm able to use from now until the end of the month of August. I wish. Now, one would think it's just a generic 30% off code. So the first thing I think, fuck yeah, I'm buying SteamWorld Dig 2, or I'm buying not Ukulele, fuck that.
Yoku.
Yoku's Island Express, or What's that other game I really want to play?
It's got a demo now, by the way.
Yoku Island does? Perfect. I'll pick
That's
that
what I
up.
read, at least. I didn't look.
There's a third game that I really want to play too. I can't think of what it is. It's another $20 game. Anyway, whatever. So it
Runner
limits
3.
you. Yeah, Runner 3 is also in there.
Mhm.
It limits you to 16 digital games you can buy with a 30% off discount coupon. Are you ready for the games? Samus Returns.
Top 16 of. Go ahead.
Miitopia. Hey Pikmin. Fire Emblem Echoes. Fire Emblem Warriors. The only game I considered, but is way too fucking expensive. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Monster Hunter Stories. Fire Emblem Fates. Ever Oasis. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Pikmin 3. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. Yoshi's Woolly World. Paper Mario Color Splash. New Super Mario Bros. U. And Yoshi's Story. Those last 6 games, mind you, all for the Wii U. So 10 of those games are for the 3DS or the Switch. That's it. And they're all games I don't want to play.
Or
I'm
have
surprised
already
Nintendo,
played.
I'm surprised Nintendo even gave you that coupon.
I was too, to be honest with you. But I was like, oh, well, this is why they gave it to me, because it's for select titles. What'd you say,
Yeah.
Ryan?
Some of those games you've already played too, haven't you?
Yeah, yep. Some of those games I've already played out. I've already checked out. Like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I wouldn't mind having again, but I bought that originally on the advance. Like, I don't need to play that game, but you're giving me a coupon that's limiting me to playing a game. I want to give you my fucking money, and I can't because you're just not helping. You're not helping facilitate the games I want to play.
They know you're gonna buy them if you want.
I think I've only ever bought one thing from their store, and that was Fatal Frame 4, or was it 5? I think 5. I think it was Fatal Frame 5.
No.
Oh no, I bought Earthbound on there too. I bought that on their store.
Yeah, I mean, I buy several things for their store, but not anything like that comes out physically, which sounds like a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of it physical that I can get cheaper already.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a dichotomy. I think it's interesting that Tennis Aces was the highest selling game of June. Yeah, June was light, but I truly think that also translates to people want to play games on their Switch, but there's nothing to play on the Switch right now that Nintendo is developing, and that's what they're waiting on.
Yeah, it's coming.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mario Party.
I'm ready for Mario Party right there.
Mario Lemon Party.
Let's see. BioWare is still working on Mass Effect, even though they told you that they weren't.
They're also working on Dragon Age. Did you hear about the rumor that Dragon Age might be 2020?
Yeah. So BioWare confirmed while the team's hard at work at Anthem, they're still working on the beloved franchises from Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Casey Hudson said, we hear loud and clear the interest in BioWare and doing more with Dragon Age and Mass Effect. So rest assured that we have some stuff hidden away. Team's working on it. Some secret stuff that I think you'll really like. We're just not ready to talk about any of it for a while.
Crossover. Yep.
There have been rumors of a small talk for a new entry with Alexis Kennedy speaking about working on a new game in the franchise. And then Casey saying that the new game will be a live experience. So
what really sucks, though, is Mass Effect 1 through 3, all in one generation. We got a Mass Effect this generation that probably shouldn't come out. So we almost didn't get a Mass Effect this generation. And then Dragon Age, we got one that was also on the 360. So it wasn't even really a full this generation game. And now they're going to come out with Dragon Age 4 in 2020, which is probably when new consoles are going to launch. So we're going to get another split gen Dragon Age. Yeah. Which kind of sucks.
I can't be mad at it because it means we're getting more. I have not played it. I played a little bit of Dragon Age 2 and I didn't really like it. And I played a little bit of Inquisition and I did like it, but I did not play enough of it. Those games are a commitment that I was not ready to make. But I'm excited for more Dragon Age. I have played all of about 47 minutes of a Mass Effect game, so I can't speak to those.
The Mass Effect game, if it does come out, it'll probably be past. It's nothing that's going to come out in 2020. It'll be something in whatever next gen is. But I really would like them to not do a split gen Dragon Age game again, just because I'd rather have them use the new hardware and not be held back by the older gen stuff.
Answer me this, because I'm not familiar enough with it, Ryan. Shepard does that character die in 3? Like, will they not bring that character back?
They probably could. I mean, most just like comic books, people could come up with other insane bullshit. Like, so Shepard technically dies in the first Mass Effect. They reconstruct Shepard in the second one to revive Shepard. So Shepard's dead in the first one,
just dead,
not alive. So
Spoilers.
Shepard being dead in the third one or anything like that doesn't
matter.
really matter because they could bring Shepard back. So
I'm just wondering because, I know people say Mass Effect 2 is one of the greatest games of all time, and I'm just not sure why. I just don't know why.
Well, I mean, if you like Dragon Age, it's a lot like Dragon Age, but in space.
And I love Dragon Age. I really did love that first Dragon Age. It was one of my favorite games that year in 2008.
It's just so as far back as all those older Jade Empire, Knights of the Old Republic.
I've never played either of those.
It's all just BioWare kind of iterating on that formula, and they just keep getting better and better. And their first, Dragon Age 2 for some people was probably the first misstep, but Andromeda was probably the largest just because they released an unfinished game. But
what about that Sonic RPG on the
I never
DS?
played that. I never played that just because it was a Sonic game, but people seem to like it.
Or MDK. You ever play any MDK games?
I don't think I played MDK either, no.
They're actually pretty good.
It's more good story, party building, cool environments, cool characters.
RPG.
The ability to play it as a good guy or a bad guy or mix the two. There are parts one of the most famous scenes in Mass Effect 2 is you're talking to this guy who's basically bullshitting you. And instead of hearing his bullshit and dealing with it, you just kick him out the window. So it's stuff like that. So
I don't know. I would like to play a Mass Effect game. Truly for me, at this point in the Mass Effect stage, I don't want to play Andromeda. But if they were to remaster those games into 3 and sell it at 40 to, I would probably pay 40. I wouldn't pay any more than that. But even if they made it $60, I think people would buy those. I don't think that's a bad idea.
I'm sure they would if you put the first
1, 2, and 3
all together. Yeah, with all the DLC, except the DLC for the first game is terrible. DLC for the second, third game isn't too bad.
If you said those are all $60, people are gonna jump on that shit crazy fast.
Yeah. So people will have struggle playing the first one again.
I'm sure, but either way, I think
Mako is so old.
They'll move some digits for sure. All right, let's keep going through this news as it is continuing always to take me longer and longer to tell you the news. Capcom's going to explore making more remakes after they do Resident Evil 2. What does that do for you?
Hopefully they do Resident Evil 3 because nobody has remade that yet. I've actually been tempted to go and try to track down the GameCube versions of those games, but the GameCube versions are the most expensive versions. So
tell me what Resident Evil 3 is, because I've never played. Barely played 1.
Yeah.
I've never played 2, and I know what 4 is. Everyone really loves 4. I've only played 5, 6, and 7.
It's kind of more of 3, but they definitely experimented with the gameplay. It's supposed to take place 24 hours before Resident Evil 2 and 24 hours after Resident Evil 2. Which, and then you basically have that Nemesis guy chasing you around for most of the game. They added some dodge mechanic, which is kind of hard to pull off and mostly just seems like luck. I don't know. I mean, some people might be good enough to consistently do it. I never was. And there was more random elements in the game.
Out of all the games I hear about, Resident Evil 3 is probably the one I hear the least about.
That's not bad. It was I think it was the first Resident Evil game I ever bought the day it came out because I was too young to get Resident Evil 2 the day it came out. But so I got Resident Evil 2 later, and then I think Resident Evil 2 came out obviously I couldn't buy it. My parents had to buy it, but because I think I was only when that came out, does it say 99?
98 was Resident Evil 2.
No, Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3. I don't have a date on here.
I think it's 99.
Probably, yeah. Or
yeah, so I would have been
one of them.
I would have been 12. So somehow I convinced my parents to buy that.
I rented it when it came out. I remember that. Well, and I bought it at Goodwill a year ago, so I have it.
Yeah, September 22nd, 99 was 3. Nemesis.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good game. I think it's can be a harder game just because it's the random elements, and that Nemesis guy he's pretty tough. So
I would like a Mega Man Legends remake. It's always like the idea of a 3D Mega Man.
No,
Right.
I've only had the only Mega Man's I've ever played is in that collection. What is Legends isn't part of that, right?
No, it's like
Legacy collection.
it's like a 3D platformer sort of thing. I don't know. It's they kind of gone up in value. I've thought about trying to buy one before. There's 2 of them. The second one's rarer.
Well,
But,
they say
I don't know.
remakes. What do they mean? Or do they mean like Resident Evil 2 remake, like that kind of remake?
Yes, I mean they're
Is that
talking.
one?
It was during the discussion about Resident Evil 2, so I'm assuming they would be doing the same kind of treatment to 3.
Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't know what the hell they're doing with Mega Man to do that because they already kind of don't. Like, when's the last time they've come out with a new Mega Man? Besides
11
those
comes out
other-
this year.
Was it 9 and 10? Where
Yeah.
they were like made like the old ones.
Yeah, they had somebody else make those. I don't remember who that was now.
Yeah,
So this Legends game looks weird.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been-
it's probably really rough now playing it. But I don't know, like some kind of Ghosts and Goblins thing might be cool. Like, I mean,
That'd be
Capcom's got a lot of cool stuff.
I think you could redo
They
Ghosts and
do.
Goblins and make it super difficult. I mean, people like difficult games now, so if you were to do that, that'd be kind of dope.
I wonder what else they
Yeah.
remake. 'Cause they got Dino Crisis. No way they're bringing that back.
Like, I mean,
That's dead. Man, what
Bionic
Capcom?
Commando. Did you already say that?
They tried doing that and that died off.
Think Dark Void. Did you already say that?
That was dead on arrival. But yeah.
They should just
Onimusha was the game that people thought that was going to be this year, right? Was that what they
I think
thought?
that died. No, I think
Yeah.
somehow that game died. Like supposedly all of the games sold okay, but maybe for whatever reason that franchise they couldn't justify bringing it into like some like making a game in HD with all those is a lot more expensive than the PlayStation 2 era. Maybe they couldn't justify it somehow. I don't know.
That'd be cool though. I played the 3rd one. I think that's the one I have.
I just want more Ace Attorney
Yeah.
games. It's the only thing I need from Capcom.
They don't
I'm
really
not
need to
even
remake
making
those.
those.
I'm not even kidding you. I don't need a remake of those, but I just want more. I just need more games. Like, even though I've never finished the last 2 and the fucking Professor Layton Phoenix Wright game, like, I love those games.
Yeah, objection though.
Yep.
What
What about Final Fight?
no.
New Final Fight?
That'd be all right, but I don't know how you make a full game out of that.
What about a new Lost Planet? I could see them doing that.
Maybe.
Lost Planet-
They
Lost Planet
totally
2 was
fucked-
okay. 3 was real
No.
bad, but I played it a lot. 2 was fine.
2 is where they fucked it up. So
2 was
the
fine.
first one was supposed to be okay. 2 they really fucked it up, and then 3 they just went.
Overboard.
They didn't care with 3,
They gave up and gave it to a Western developer. So
and they didn't do anything with it either.
supposedly the story of that game was okay, but
It wasn't
the rest
good.
wasn't.
I played 3.
What-
I played 2 and 3, and they both were fine, but not great.
What about like Dead Rising? Is it too soon for that?
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. But I feel like they tried to kill it with Dead Rising 4. Like some of their newer IPs, it seems like they're trying to kill them. Maybe not on purpose, but making some pretty bad decisions. They're probably gonna make another
Yeah,
Dragon's Dogma game. I don't know. I don't know. They could maybe somehow bring back Beautiful Joe or something. I don't know.
I'd be down for a
Yeah.
new Beautiful Joe. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do you remake Street Fighter 2 to get people to buy that like one more time?
Yeah, they haven't released that game enough.
No.
Let's see what other news do I have here. I've got Castlevania second season, first trailer released at the some Netflix event they had the other day. That fucking looks awesome. That looks real good. Did both of you watch that or just Ralph?
I actually didn't even watch the
I
trailer.
haven't seen it.
No, I'm gonna watch the show though. So
You didn't want any spoilers?
no. Actually I think I saw that you sent that out when I was in bed and I didn't want to make noise, so I kind of forgot. Like I just watched that butt fumble video today that Ryan sent out.
That's what I forwarded that to 7 people after he sent that to us.
I love how it ends with all that build up, and then they just
It's just such a letdown at the end, but it's real good.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got to see that live.
I did not.
He didn't
see
even
that.
really mention the follow-up play after that. So the butt fumble happens. They score on the butt fumble. Then they kick it off. They fumble on the kickoff return, pick that up, and return it. So it was like 14
Two fumbles.
Said they
points.
scored.
Yeah.
Said they scored 3 times in 50
and-
seconds or something.
Yeah, which is nuts. And yeah, I was hoping they'd show the other plays, but they didn't.
I can't believe you didn't watch that trailer, Ralph. It's a good trailer. You should go check it out. Like that thing looks fucking
Yeah.
hot. That thing looks hot.
At the end of the trailer, Sanchez runs into
No,
one of the guys.
not that. Dracula reveals himself to be Mark Sanchez and then drops his fucking sword. He fumbles the sword. Yep.
Okay.
You remember me sending you that Def Jam picture the other day?
Oh yeah, I heard. They tweeted something else out.
Yeah, they sure did, man. They were building this up, and I don't know if I can handle it because those are some of the games I played a shit ton of when I was younger. I played a lot of those Def Jam games because I loved the shit out of them. And yeah, that Def Jam, who would you like to see on the cover thing? I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like it is what it is. And then they decided to tweet out something else today with a bunch of different cities.
Cities. Yeah.
Bunch of different cities.
Where was Fight for Compton at? Because that's the one I want.
Yeah, Fight for Compton would be pretty good. I'm trying to pull it up. It was like Fight for Chicago, Fight for
Miami.
Let me see if I can just do.
LA, and Green Bay. I don't know what the other one was.
Green Bay. What?
Would have been Detroit, and then
Should
they
have
have
like Earth
RoboCop
City.
in there.
Fight for your
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Fight for Atlanta. Fight for LA. Fight for Chicago.
Atlanta.
Fight for Miami.
Yeah,
Who's making
I
this?
don't.
Chicago. I mean, they've not said
Nobody.
a word about anything yet. I don't think it. I don't know what they're.
I don't
doing.
think it's real.
Chicago's got to be the right thing though.
I think LA would be the obvious next one, but
Yeah, with LeBron there now.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
LA's
East
like
Coast, West Coast.
yeah, LA, New York.
I mean, here's what they need to go on, right? That has gotten. They tweeted that today. They tweeted it. Or I'm sorry, yesterday. 16,000 likes, 7.9 thousand retweets.
but
Okay,
isn't this why they're just
they're
keep
just.
putting this out?
Yeah,
Because
they're
the
just-
first one had so much traction.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
like, let's just keep milking this.
I'm trying to see if I'm trying to pull up the first one to see if I can get more. Get you a comparison here. I mean, just look at like 135 likes here, 52 likes there, 60 likes here. Like they're not getting a ton of likes, but on this shit, they're getting an immense amount of fucking traction.
They
Yeah,
released
like-
that first one on the EA Big label, which is kind of weird, like as if it's a sport.
Yeah. I like that first one a lot.
That
I thought
first
the
one's
second
really
one was too
good.
damn hard. I don't know, but
Yeah, but they're still
bitch.
fun. They're still fun though.
Yeah, like the first one felt so like it was both those. I guess I know the first one was developed by that AKI Aki. I don't know what it is. Who did the N64 wrestling games? Most of them, like the good
Yeah.
ones. Apparently they're owned by Nintendo now, or well, they have a different name, but they make the Style Savvy games for Nintendo, which kind of blew my mind because I don't know anything about those. So I don't know who the hell would make this. And EA published both of those old ones, and I'm sure they're not involved anymore because that was a
Did
license
they
thing.
publish Def Jam Icon?
I forgot about Icon. Wow. Yeah, I think so.
That game was terrible. But
Yeah, that game was bad. That's on one. That's on. It's
Yeah.
one of the worst games of all time.
It's on that list, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who developed that one.
yeah, EA published that one. EA Chicago made it.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell that is.
I can't find the comparison for the Def Jam Vendetta. Who would you want to see on the cover thing? But either way, I would love to see a new one of those games because those games are good.
Well, somebody else said like it could just be a mobile thing also.
Oh,
which
nope,
fucking
please.
suck.
God, don't do that, please, God, don't do that. Last thing I got for you, it's August. Means there's new PlayStation Plus games, and I don't care about Xbox games, so I didn't bring those to the
So
table.
you can talk about Madden.
No,
We'll get
the
to that
Madden
later.
Yeah, the Madden reviews aren't bad though, but I'm sure Smize the Score will have that for us. What do you guys think about math? Math. I want to
Math
say
sucks.
No, I want to say
Matt
Mafia
Damon.
instead of Mafia. I want to say Mafia. What do you know about that Mafia? Mafia 3 and Dead by Daylight for PS4 on the PS Plus games of the month. I was going to buy Mafia 3, so I'm glad I didn't. And Dead by Daylight is like a multiplayer game that I've never played.
Was that the one
Yeah.
that had Freddy Krueger in it?
It's a,
Or
I think so.
it's a 4v1 game, so maybe.
mean,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting, I guess.
That's fine.
Maybe.
You got Bound by Flame for the PS3, Serious Sam BFE for PS3, Draw Slasher, and Space Hulk for Vita, and then a VR game for free, and Knowledge is Power, which I just bought for $2 the other day, coming out August 7th for free. So it's kind of cool.
Is that Knowledge is Power, Reading Rainbow thing?
I'm not fired it up yet. I hope so.
Okay.
I do not know
I
yet.
don't know. I'm gonna have to get PlayStation Plus at some point. I'm
You
just
will.
trying to decide when.
I think Reading Rainbow is the more you know, or something like that.
Why don't you tell, now that I'm done with the news, why don't you tell everyone why you're going to have to get PS Plus there, Ralph? Because this may be the best news of the week.
This was like possibly the worst decision I've ever made. Or like the worst. Well, like the first decision I made in this process.
I get it. No, I knew it. Not the part where it involves me. I knew what you meant. No, you're good.
Well, yeah. So I somehow talked myself into giving Fallout 76 a whirl. So pre-ordered it, whatever. I'm gonna have to
You
get
did
PlayStation
this without
Plus.
playing 1 through 75.
I played 3.
Did you watch the quick look of Fallout 1 through 75?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
but 3
couple-
was like 72 years ago, or what?
Yeah.
No, 74,
Yep.
73. I can't math it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just thought like, well, Derek pays all this money every month for SoundCloud and whatever for this podcast. It'd be nice to give him a gift. Because I don't know. I'm at a point in my life where I could afford to buy him a gift.
Oh.
So, and plus I'll get another $10 reward certificate. So I'll get 2 of them. And this is right before my Gamers Club runs out. So fuck it. Might as well milk it. Apparently,
Might as well milk
I could
it,
just
get-
give that to you also.
No, I don't care. That's pretty good, though. You already.
I mean, but
The last gift you gave me was the 2 years of Gamers Club that you got.
I got that for free though.
I know you did,
So
but still.
due to an error. So
Whatever. I
yeah.
took it. And I've used it a lot.
Yeah, but
Man.
I don't think Ryan's gonna play this.
He's
So
not. He's
If
gonna-
I
he's
did,
gonna-
it would be solo and it'd be on Xbox.
He's gonna
see, I
play
knew
the
it,
beta.
I knew it'd
He's
be on
gonna play
Xbox.
the beta at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I stole that code. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
stole my code from me.
I thought for a
Sniper.
sec, like as soon as I got that code, I'm like, I'm gonna text this to Derek, and I'm like, well, Ryan's not gonna fucking take it. Put it in the Discord.
So
But
good.
he did.
When he texted that, I was like, well, that's fine. I don't need to play the beta. I'm sure it'll be fine either way.
You don't really think I downloaded that?
I already redeemed it. I redeemed it the day or day after. It was just the humor of like, well, now we're all playing it. Fuck you. All gonna play
Yeah.
the beta.
Yeah.
No,
It'd be
I don't
fun,
know.
like- I'm gonna try to.
Well, in our-
We should convince Ryan to get it on the PS4 just so we can all
That's
3
not
play
gonna
together.
happen.
I know, but these
And our
Uh,
schedules,
that's-
we're here. We're here.
our
You should
schedules
just
will
do
never
it.
line up.
Well, listen, I'm
It's
gonna
not
take.
gonna work.
I'm gonna take at least 3 months of work off for Kingdom Hearts to play 1, 2, 2.5, Birth by Sleep, 358 days over 2.
It's way more than 80
Recoded.
hours. That's
Yeah,
way
I need
more
3
than
months
80 hours.
off, man. It's a lot of games I gotta play. I gotta brush up for the sequel, so I'll be off for a while. It'll be fine. My schedule will be free.
Okay. And that time of the year, I'll probably be working like 12 hours a day because it's gonna be the holidays.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that's gonna work with mail. Whatever.
It's-
Yeah. Good luck to us all.
It means mail. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I was moved
Yeah.
to. I was maybe. I won't tell you I was moved to tears, but I may or may not have been moved to tears that you got me a gift because I was pretty.
So you're like, fuck! I didn't even want to play this shit.
No, I was.
Why did he
real-
send me Red Dead?
I was real excited. Although I did forget to pre-order
Yeah.
Red Dead before that fucking goddamn map. I meant to I really meant to, and I just
Oh.
forgot.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They're not going to put a map in the box like they usually do.
No, it's just well, I mean, they might put one of those, but not the fancy map that you had to pre-order by July 31st to get it.
Um,
Yeah, Wild Peterson was here when that happened, and like I just looked at my phone and I was just like shaking my head and like smiling real big and rolled a tear and
Roll the blunt.
yeah.
no, I don't do that. I did have a beer, but I was really happy. Like that means a lot to me. I did want to play that game, and now that I have someone to play it with, that makes me even more excited. And the free aspect is kind of great, but it's just the fact that it was the thought. Like truly, it's always for me the thought that counts. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you say that now, but
Oh no,
it may suck.
nope. It'll
Yeah.
even bad games when you're playing with people you like. As long as you're playing with people you like, that usually makes it okay.
But here's the thing: what if I just like photoshopped all this shit, and you're actually getting Ride to Hell again in November?
Oh man.
Well, I need to replace the copy I had, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got too much use. Yeah,
If you
I know.
you don't have a Snapchat. So at the barbershop that I go to, they have been collecting VHS copies of Forrest Gump. Have I told this story before?
No.
So they have been having people bring in VHS copies of Forrest Gump because it's like one of the most mass-produced VHSs of all time, and they've got a stack about 5 feet tall of Forrest Gump VHSs that they have watched to make sure. He's like, well, I got to make sure they're all complete. You know, I don't want to keep a copy that doesn't work. So I go to get my haircut last week, and they were watching some weird Netflix show about like fucking animals. No, I was like watching animals. I'm like, why the? I'm like, guys, I show up here. I expected Forrest Gump to be on the TV, and my barber Hogan was like, well, we could probably arrange that. There's 2 copies left that they hadn't gone through yet. So he picked up the first one. He's like, well, let's see if one of them's rewound. Slides out of its VHS copy. These bastards. Not rewound. And then he opens the other copy and it was rewound. However, what was weird is he says on a lot of the copies, there's the previews on there, you know, for the new movies. And the one that he opened did not have any previews. So very strange.
Oh man.
So you gotta heard the "Life was like a box of chocolates" line.
I did get to hear that. Yeah. I've seen almost that entire movie from the times I've been in there getting a haircut in the last 3 months, maybe 5 months. They watch it a lot. They like it a lot.
Do they really watch the whole thing?
Yes, every time.
They don't censor any of it.
Nope.
Like the part when Jenny's singing on stage.
Nope. I watched that part when I was getting my haircut the other day.
Yeah, she's pretty much naked.
When Forrest goes up and punches that guy and then carries her off stage, put me down.
I haven't seen that movie since it came out on VHS.
You got to
Children
think
go there.
there was a child getting his haircut in the chair when I got there.
Okay.
You got to think this barbershop has a closed sign that says, fuck off, we're closed. Like, that is the barbershop I go to. They have free beer in the little cooler. They have a kegerator with beer in it from Peachtree that they partnered with. Like, it is a man's barbershop. It is not meant for anything else, and they don't censor themselves for anybody. So they watch whatever they want to. I've watched some weird shit in that barbershop before.
You ever watch Barbershop in that barbershop?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a bunch of white guys, so probably not. Probably not. But
Barbershop
anyway.
2.
No. Back in the Hood isn't bad, but it's no.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've never seen any of them.
The first barbershop's really good. The second one's okay. But anyway.
Okay. Any more news?
That's all.
You should request it and start collecting copies of Speed.
That's all. I told
Somebody's
them,
already doing that.
I said Speed's really good. Titanic's good because it's a lot of there's a lot of VHS.
That's multiple.
It's a multiple VHS.
tapes.
Yep. But I'm thinking they had a.
That's got naked boobs in it. I don't know if that's going to fly with the children.
Again, they don't censor anything. Like they definitely don't care. What else? What they have there? My best friend's wedding. I think they had like 6 or 7 copies on VHS sitting right there. That's apparently must have been mass produced a lot. So it's dumb.
E.T. probably. Well,
probably
maybe not.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I haven't seen E.T. in years.
I haven't since I was a child.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But no, that's all the news I've got. Back to you, Ralph.
Oh, hello. I guess we can talk about shit we played.
Not much of that.
I'll go first since I don't have the notes open.
I do
because I forgot to turn my laptop.
You bought this definitive edition game, Ralph.
This Tomb Raider for $7.99 on Best Buy. Yeah, I played it a little bit last night, probably like an hour. It's a good game still. Not much to say about that.
No, still one of the greatest games of all time.
I like that game a lot.
I don't think that's on that list. I don't think it's on that list.
I don't know, but
Shooting
the bow and arrow feels so good.
It does feel really good. I'm really excited for that new one. Like I am hyped for a lot of games. I'm not hyped enough for that game. I should be more hyped for that game.
Next month.
September, yeah.
Yeah. So
that and Spider-Man.
That and Spider-Man. PS4 just going to sell even more copies, especially that special edition Spider-Man.
Yeah, I talked myself out of that finally.
You shouldn't have. You should still do it.
I mean, that was part of the reason why I bought Maximum Carnage, because it was a red cartridge. It just looked so cool.
See?
Yeah. Yeah.
That PS4 Pro is going to be fucking dope. I just want the controller.
Maximum Carnage.
All I want is that controller, to be honest with you. I really just want that controller since my God of War one's fucked up.
Yeah, it's a hot controller.
I found out my God of War controller has a chip in it and part of the rubber is broken off from the fucking cat biting it. I'm pissed.
The cat did this, or your children told you the cat did this?
No, I'm pretty sure the cat bit off the piece on the rubber. The chip in the controller, absolutely probably the kids.
Okay.
Either way, kill them all.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, that's the last step.
You're just talking about that Metallica album. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Yep. It's got that one song that I like a lot. Right, Ryan?
Kill them all. Yep.
That's so great song.
Yeah.
Kill them all.
I don't know what song's on that
I
album.
also don't know what's on Kill them all, Ryan. I was
they
reaching.
probably have that instrumental pulling teeth song's probably on there, right?
Anesthesia. That's a good song.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while since I listened to Kill 'Em All.
I'm pulling up Kill them all right now. That way, I can actually sound like I know what I'm talking about. Oh man, Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a great song. That's what I was
Yeah,
listening
hit
to.
the light. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hit the Lights, Four Horsemen, Motor Breath, Jump. This is a dynamite album. That is a really good album,
Yeah.
actually.
That is a pretty
Anesthesia.
good debut.
Whiplash, Seek and Destroy. Yeah.
Okay.
The first side of that album is much better than the second half, but that's a good album.
Saint Anger. That's on that one,
I
right?
didn't know there was two sides. I just listened to the CD version that has one side.
Now you know. They had Am I Evil and that Blitzkrieg cover on the bonus track.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about. Was Kill 'Em All.
Okay. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's Tomb
Pretty
Raider.
good cover too.
Tomb Raider's good.
Yeah. Onrush. Onrush is Onrush.
Still
I keep
great.
playing it.
Still great.
I still like it a lot. Yeah. I tried to record a video the other day on my PS4 or record whatever gameplay, like a clip. There you go. I realized I don't know how the hell to do it because I just recorded the menu of Onrush. But I did this barrel roll and then crushed a car and it was amazing. But yeah, I'll just act like it happened because nobody knows.
I mean, it did happen. You just can't prove it.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels so good crushing cars in that game, like going off a ramp and landing on a car.
Can you crush pussy in that game also?
There's no cats that I'm aware of, or car-shaped cats.
Only if you're pretty big.
A car-shaped cat or a cat-shaped car?
Either way.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then I bought Pokken Tournament DX off of Grim Cracker recently.
Sure.
He bought it. I don't even know if he ever played it, but I bought it for $25 from him.
On the old is that on the Switch?
On the Switch, yeah.
So you got two copies now. Did you ever open your other copy?
I
played it for quite a bit on Wii U. Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
I really like that game. It's just I don't know. I don't want to commit the time to get good at a fighting game because I probably can't. But it doesn't seem as complicated as most fighting games. So I can win matches and I don't know. Probably not. I'm not against anyone online, but there's a story mode kind of, so I can win stuff and it's fun. And the Pokemon look nice.
Can you catch them all?
So I don't know if you can catch any. Sadly, no, you can't.
I don't know.
But you got Pikachu in a Lucha Libre costume if you want it. That's there.
That's pretty good.
You can have that. But this one has extra characters compared to the Wii U one, and extra support Pokemon. I think extra stages. I don't know.
Can you do a flying headbutt or anything or?
Probably. I've been using a lot of Decidueye, so.
Disgaea? Did you mean to say
Cydia, yeah.
Yes.
Decidueye is an owl-looking thing. Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
tag
I like it.
Pikachu in, and he pulls off a schoolboy, and it's over. Is that what happens?
Small package. Yep. Or yeah, yep. I wish it was like wrestling rules in that game. That'd be nice. That's all I got. Derek.
I have not played much at all. I I talked about this a little on the pre-show, which you guys didn't hear, of course, because I don't record the pre-show.
We weren't listening.
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys weren't listening either, to be honest with you, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that.
Flint Hook.
I did play. I played a little Flint Hook for like
Yeah.
literally 1 second. Beyond that, I was kind of fighting myself between what games I wanted to play, what games I wanted to buy, and I wanted to buy Has-Been Heroes. I wanted to buy Tacoma because it's 50% off. Has-Been Heroes is like 75% off. It's $5. I wanted to buy Hellblade, which I've talked about for a while. I wanted to play Hellblade, and then I wanted to buy Observer, which is a game Ryan really wants to play too. And so
Still has not been shipped to me yet.
I got word that Has-Been Heroes is awful, so I did not buy Has-Been Heroes.
I mean, I don't.
We saw it at PAX.
We did see it.
Yeah,
at PAX.
Ryan played it firsthand.
I did not play it, but
No idea what was going on.
but I remember it being there, and so I did not buy that because I was told not to. And then let's see, I just said fuck it, and I bought Hellblade, and I bought Observer, which then apparently took me 7 hours to download about 20 gigs of total download space on my PlayStation. I don't know why. I got all of Observer downloaded in about 5 hours, and it's only about 16 or 18 gigs. And then Hellblade's like 20, and that did not get downloaded. So I was kind of pissed because I really wanted to play Hellblade before the show. So in the meantime, I was looking on my PlayStation games of what I wanted to play. I deleted Call of Duty Black Ops 3, even though it's free, because I'm never probably going to play that game. And I put on Full Throttle Remastered from LucasArts and the Tim Schafer gang, Double Fine. They put that game out back in the day, a long day ago, and it's pretty good. Have you guys played that game at all? Do you know? No.
I have not.
What was the other one they remastered not too long ago?
They did
Fandango.
Grim. Well, they did
Yeah.
Grim.
Fandango.
And then I also played. What was the other one that I played?
Maniac Mansion. No.
I only
Day
have
of the
played Maniac.
Tentacle.
I did play Day of the Tentacle. There's one more though too.
Well, Broken Age, but that wasn't an old one.
No, but there was another old one that I think I played too.
Psychonauts? It's newer, but
No.
it's still old.
Are you sure? Was it Maniac Mansion? I'm gonna pull up Double Fine games. Hang on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I briefly played Grim Fandango. Not very much.
I've not played any. I've not played any Grim Fandango quite yet.
Brutal Legend.
I have not played Brutal Legend either. What the fuck was it?
I got
I'm getting pissed because I can't think of what it was. It was like
Book of Unwritten
Costume
Tales.
Quest.
Except
you had-
that wasn't.
No, you had to
one.
like go into a house and like pull levers and like figure out what.
Gone Home.
Nope.
Make sure you weren't watching Home Alone.
I might have been. God damn it! What the fuck was that game?
Home Alone on the NES. Bad game.
Don't play that. Play that.
I don't think I played that game.
Home Alone on the Game Boy. Bad game.
I don't think I played the Game Boy version. That's got to be terrible.
One of my friends had it when I was a kid. Man. Fuck.
Man, fuck is not what I want to do.
No. I mean, that's
Was it-
the
was it- it might have been
unreleased
Maniac-
sequel, Manhunt.
It might have been Maniac. It was Maniac Mansion because it had the that Maniac Mansion game inside of it had the like the old version that you could play.
Oh, okay.
So yes,
That's
it was,
what they've been doing. Like they did the same thing with Grim Fandango, same thing with Day of the Tentacle, where they let you
have
switch
the old
between.
game and no,
Yeah.
no. In this one, you could play the original game inside of the game, not just switch between the graphics.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's kind of neat.
That was really cool. But yeah, Maniac Mansion. God, why the fuck am I? God damn it, is that what I'm thinking of? I might just be retarded, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see where it shows. Maybe they didn't re-release this.
I don't know if it did or not. I mean,
May-
I know it was on NES. That's mostly the reason I know Maniac Mansion. A little.
Maybe they put this inside of that Day of the Tentacle game.
They might have. Because I think Day of the Tentacle was a sequel.
Yes, there was an
Spiritual
Easter egg of
sequel.
Maniac Mansion inside of Day of the Tentacle. That's why I knew what it was. So yes, Day of the Tentacle is what I played, and I also played Maniac Mansion inside of that game. And then I played Full Throttle today. That game's pretty good. It's a point and click adventure game that does not take very long and
Is
is
it
actually pretty interesting.
Better than a Ride to Hell.
Yeah. Yep. There's no clothed sex. You do get to kill people with a
Unbelievable.
chainsaw, though.
Does it look
Not the
like
same.
it was inspired by Ride to Hell, even though it came out before Ride to Hell?
Retroactively inspired.
There is a guy on a motorcycle, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Yes. But Full Throttle Remastered, the sound design is pretty good for what you're doing. Like when you're driving in the middle of the game, like in the middle of the road, and you're hitting those little yellow bumps, like it makes a bump sound, which is kind of an attention to detail I did not expect, to be honest with you.
So, you think it's gonna be better than Days Gone?
It's already better than Days Gone. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you asking me such an idiotic question?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm about 3 to 4 hours in. I'm about 75% of the way done with that game, and yeah, I like it. So that's
Game of the
literally
year?
no. Probably maybe old game of the year. It might be.
Old. Okay.
Old game of the
You
year.
can't commit to that because you're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts later on in the year. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old game of the year always goes to Kingdom Hearts every year. What am I talking about? But yeah, not Grim Fandango. Fuck. Full Throttle Remastered is the only game I played this week while I waited for Senua's Sacrifice and Observer to download. Observer is now downloaded and I can play it. But guess what? I got to be up at 2:30 in the morning, so that's probably not going to happen.
Fuck. Ryan, have you been traveling?
I
8 paths.
really got nothing new to say. I mean, although most of what I said probably wasn't in that first 5 minutes of the other episode. So I don't know. It just depends on how much you guys want to talk about the same stuff. Played more of Chapter 3 of some people. Have not quite finished that. I'm pretty close to being high enough level to go after some of the different jobs that aren't just the typical 8 that you start with. So that should be
4?
interesting.
4 chapters for everyone? What is it?
From what I can tell, it's just 4 chapters for each character, but then I don't know if there's something that happens after that.
Okay. All right. No, we're gonna remaster that episode. So
Okay.
that lost episode. It's fine.
I can't believe we lost an episode. That's the first episode I think we've ever lost. We've had some bad audio episodes, but never an episode that literally just disappeared.
Yeah, well,
We said some incriminating stuff in that episode, so it's probably
true.
okay.
It is probably for the best.
Yeah, it's true. Play anything else?
No, I played like half a game of Instant Football 14 just to see what it was like before I went to start a season, but I've never got a chance to go start a season. So
Okay.
I don't know.
RG3. RG3
No,
going strong.
When did he join the NFL?
Who's on the cover of that one?
Some dude from Michigan.
Brady Quinn.
Yes,
Michigan.
Brady Quinn from Michigan.
Yep.
No.
Is it a quarterback?
I hold on.
Charles
Let me look
Woodson.
it up real quick.
He said 08?
14.
In Subway 14.
Oh.
Michigan. I don't know.
Sports dude from Michigan.
Chad
That's
Henne.
a running back.
Denard Robinson. He is not a running back.
Oh.
He went to Michigan? Man. Yeah, he's like a receiver. Well, I don't even know if he's in the NFL anymore, but he was a receiver.
No, he's a quarterback.
What?
Now?
Oh, wait.
He was a
He
quarterback.
was then.
He said
Yeah.
running back, though.
Yep,
But-
he is a running back now, or he transitioned
Oh.
to a running back with the Jaguars.
Yeah, I remember this guy. He was not that great.
Nope.
But in college, even, I'm kind of surprised he made the cover, but that's
So that
interesting.
was that the last NCAA?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, so my brother's
Okay.
copy, like the disc is fine, but it's kind of a weird story. We still don't know how this happened, but my dad's got a TV stand. He's got this really old Mountain Dew, like it has like the Northwestern football schedule on it. No idea why. None of us like Northwestern. But it's got the Northwestern football schedule on it. Never been
Michael
opened.
Wilbon likes it. Well, maybe not him.
Yeah.
No, it's
It's
Mike
never-
Greenberg, one of them.
No,
It's
Wilbon.
never been opened.
Okay.
But somehow this Northwestern Mountain Dew that's never been opened, somehow was either leaked or somebody. I don't want to say anything bad, but somebody opened it who obviously was not thinking or thought something would be funny, and they either tried to drink it or they just didn't realize what they did, and then it spilled all over my younger brother's games. So the games are fine, but the cases and covers are all completely destroyed by this like really old sticky Mountain Dew. So,
Man, this,
yeah.
this reminds me of a tale. This isn't a great tale, but when I was I was in high school. I had like, where are cats getting on the table? This threw me off. I had they had those Pepsi cans with Star Wars stuff on them. I don't know if it was episode 1. It must have been episode 1 stuff. And I just had a bunch of them sitting on a shelf in my room, and it got too hot in my room apparently, and they fucking leaked and ruined my Alice Cooper VHS tape.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
man.
I mean,
Why did I have that? I
That's
don't know.
possible too. They could have just leaked because I can't think of anybody in the right mind unless they were drunk would try to open that can up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they just leaked. But yeah, I put the disc in a plastic bag, and that's how I got it here. And I just left the shitty ass case back at my parents' house. So he's got it's mostly just sports games, and then he's got a copy of GTA 4 that's just ruined. He's got some other some Call of Duty games that are just ruined.
Trade them all in. Bucket.
What would they give you for a really sticky cover?
Just bring in the disc. They don't need the cover.
Will they give you the same price without the case?
Yeah, one time I bought Star Wars Battlefront 1 at Goodwill on Xbox. This wasn't that long ago. And inside was the disc for Battlefront 2, which is worth more. So,
Yeah.
and GameStop had started taking in old stuff at that point. I think this was last year. So I just got rid of the case and brought in the disc for Battlefront 2 and
That is
made
kind
money.
of weird that they are suspicious of you for bringing in a sealed copy, but just to bring in a disc, no
They don't
suspicion
care.
at all.
Nope.
But these are all sports games, so I'm not going to get any money for them anyway. The only one I get money for is NCAA 14.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
true.
and
Yeah,
I
you
don't
may have to
Modern
pay
Warfare
them.
3. Yeah, I don't think Modern Warfare 3 is going for anything major.
Yeah, probably not, sadly.
But yeah,
So, okay. NCAA Game of the Year.
Old game of the year, probably.
it is in Snoop Dogg's mind.
Okay, what about Urban Meyer's mind?
No, he's about to get fired, so
Good night, baby.
Eh, okay, well, maybe he'll wind up at Iowa State or something.
that would be pretty amazing for Iowa State. Iowa State would he would probably only be there for a couple years and then bail, but that
And
would
then
be the
become the
best
coach of the
hire.
Bulls.
Breaking news, really quick, gentlemen. Breaking news. WWE's Kane is now a mayor.
Mayor of Pain.
He is he
A
got
horse?
the-
Is this what you mean? Mare, mayor?
no.
Hmm.
He won the election down in Knox County, Tennessee. Is now an elected official.
So how's he gonna?
keep wrestling?
He is
Yeah, how's that
he's
gonna
the
work?
he's the big red mayor. Like the big
Like-
red dog Clifford.
It's not quite
Okay.
as good as being governor like Jesse Ventura, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the
or-
body
or
the body was
greatness.
a different man.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
they definitely
Yeah.
are two different people. That is for sure.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. Like put them right next to each other. I would know.
No,
they, they got over the scars. They got over the scars on Kane's face.
Yeah, the disfigurement was not a problem for the people
Okay.
of Knox County, Tennessee, apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So,
at his inauguration, will there be things that shoot
Flames?
out giant flames?
I
Yeah.
hope so. Yeah,
Better be.
that's the right way to do it.
Man, I know Rick Steiner ran for something, and he was running as Rick Steiner. I've probably
What
told this
was
tale,
it?
I don't know.
Was it the the GM manager of a recliner store?
I wish he didn't do that move though. That was his brother.
No,
But,
I know.
he did the stupid bulldog. Because he
What was
looked
that?
like a fucking dog.
I was gonna say, did he maybe run for the mayor of a dog park?
Probably, but he ran under Rick Steiner, which is not his real name. So they like disqualified him or something.
Really?
Because his real name's like Robert Rex Steiner. I don't understand wrestlers coming up with names that are like close to their own, but not.
The anal Steiner recliner. Yeah, I'm with you.
Like, why wouldn't he just come up with?
Scott Steiner ran, but
Man,
you get him there wearing chainmail on his head.
I'd vote for that guy. As long
He's
as he's
just-
got like a black streak of hair and his goatee and the rest is blonde.
All of
Man.
his commercials are just this, and just kisses his
Yeah.
bicep.
Like, Papa Pump is
Yeah.
your hookup. I used to have a shirt that said that. It said like who?
If you hear me,
Yeah, and I think it said like something about your daddy on it too. And then I'm like, why do I have this?
probably Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Probably. I think I wore it to school once when I was like a senior in high school.
Your senior
Wait,
photos.
well, I bet no, WCW would have been dead by then.
That's
I
true.
was,
Yeah,
I was
Go to
probably a
TNA.
sophomore.
You're probably watching TNA though.
I didn't know what TNA was till like years after that.
Hmm.
But that was your wrestling update brought to you by Double McGum and Scott Steiner Recliner Superstore.
It's their closing sale, right?
Yeah, it's their closing sale. They're
As soon as
always
they
closing
opened.
though. They're always
Yeah.
closing.
ABC always be
Yeah,
closing.
always be closing. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next segment. We ready?
Yeah. Well, I'm ready. I'm born ready.
We ready to surmise some scores? You were half born ready,
I was
Is that-
half born
is that
and
right?
3/4 of a chode ready.
man.
How much of a hero, though?
At least never born hero. How about
Okay, that's-
Stormborn hero?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I just made it up.
Okay, born in the
You'd
storm.
be Dragonborn. Is that what you're going for? But you never played that game.
Nope.
Jason Bourne hero.
If I could be a Jason Bourne hero, that'd be great. I just need to know how to use that pencil
Hey man,
dick.
I don't know. Yeah. Surmise the score. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Several times ago we surmised the score
Several times ago.
for Madden NFL
Previously
19.
on. Did I tell you, by the way, sorry, did I tell you that for some reason I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball lately?
Like not Dragon Ball Z, just Dragon Ball.
No, I've been watching a lot of so the Adult Swim application on my phone, you can watch Dragon Ball Super because it's on
Yeah.
there. And so I randomly was like, well, what episodes of Dragon Ball Super are on my phone or on this app? Because they're not all on there, obviously. So I went there and I was like, well, I'll just fire this up and see where it's at in this season, whatever the fuck. So I started watching it, and both the older kids were just like, Dad, what is this? Dad, I like this. What is this? What is it called? Dad, can we watch it?
That is what happened in the 90s.
That's what happened to me.
Sure.
And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, this is called Dragon Ball. And they're like, Dad, can we watch this again? Dad, more? Can we watch another, please? Can we watch another? And
That dude's hair's yellow.
they're 20-minute episodes, so I'm like, I mean, yeah, whatever. So I've watched probably 7 episodes of Dragon Ball Super that are not in like the start of Dragon Ball Super. They're like in the dead center of where Dragon Ball Super is currently. I just was like,
Yeah.
wow, whatever. So I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Super lately, but that's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
It
I've never
weird.
watched Dragon Ball. I've never watched Dragon Ball Super or seen GT. But
GT is not
only-
great.
Yeah, supposedly it's not even canon either. Like
It is not canon, yeah.
Super is, so is Dragon Ball, and so is Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
But
I mean DBZ. Like, if I could watch, like, I listen. It's not on anymore because they're taking a hiatus. But I listen to every single episode that they did on Giant Bomb of All System Goku of them watching Dragon Ball Kai. Like, that is
Oh,
I would super
isn't
watch
Kai
Kai.
like the condensed version?
Kai is just all the filler taken out. So I mean, it's a shorter.
I can't. I wouldn't watch that. I need the filler in there.
I like the filler, but I'd watch it because, again, I have no time. So watching 100 episodes of Dragon Ball is a lot more manageable than 300 episodes of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I mean, because there are like 5 episodes at one point of Goku just powering up the Spirit Bomb, and it's just him doing this the entire time, like it's just that.
He's got to get the energy from all the people on the planet. So
5 episodes though, like come on, man. Come on.
It takes a while to build that up, and why his opponent is allowing it to happen.
He's just like, what is he doing? I'm not really sure what he's doing right now. Like, I don't know. Fuck him up. Let's kill him. What is he doing? Anyway, Dragon Ball Super is currently happening in this household, and I don't have a good reason for it, but it's happening.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen anything Dragon Ball.
If you have Hulu, they have the subbed versions of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT. If you get Crunchyroll, I believe they are all on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but, I bought them all on Blu-ray.
I wouldn't mind buying. I think if I bought them, I would buy the Kai versions on Blu-ray, and I've contemplated it recently because I really like Dragon Ball Z. Like that was the first and probably only anime series I've watched more than 10 to 12 episodes of, aside from this new Castlevania show.
Yeah, the only issues with the ones that I bought on Blu-ray is the show was original in 4:3.
Yeah, and they did a widescreen, right?
Yeah, which some people not a fan of. No, it looks fine. I think it looks okay. It's just it crops off part of the top and the bottom.
Sure.
But you aren't really missing much. But some people would prefer it to just be 4:3 with the black on the side. But
I don't know. It's fun watching Dragon Ball because like the original voice actors are in there, and so it all sounds good. And it's still like at one point in one of the episodes I watched, somebody's giving. I'm trying to think of who's giving a mouth to mouth. Somebody's giving somebody mouth to mouth, and Goku's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you putting your lips on another person?" And they're like, "Goku, what the fuck are you talking about? Have you ever heard of like other people kissing?" And he's like, "Ew, gross. What the fuck?" They're like, "Goku, you've got 2 kids." He's like, "Yeah, but I didn't do that." It's just so good. Like it's so great because Goku's such an idiot. Like it's so dumb. I'm like, this is still pretty
he's
good.
Gotta be getting up there in age.
Pretty good.
He's got to be close to 50, if not.
I don't know, man. He's still whooping ass. I've like in
but
Dragon Ball,
I guess.
Dragon Ball Z, like Gohan was kind of the character that was like, oh man, Gohan's the guy, right? Like Gohan's the guy that's going to save everybody and be powerful. And I'm 7 episodes into Super, and I have not seen Gohan once.
Well, so he's got 2 children though.
Right, he's got Videl and who's the other one?
No, it's I thought it was Goten, wasn't it?
Oh no, Goku has 2 kids, Gohan and Goten. Yeah, Goten.
I've seen. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Gohan's
Gohan. Adult Gohan. I've not seen, even though he's supposed to be like the most powerful motherfucker of all time.
I thought it was Goten. I haven't gone that far yet, but I thought so. Gohan becomes powerful, and then I thought Goten is even more powerful than Gohan.
Goten, I think, gets powerful like later with the Boo stuff, but I don't think he's more powerful than Gohan. Like, Gohan is like really fucking strong. Goten gets powerful because him and Trunks do a lot of fusion shit, and so they became Gotenks. And then you got Gogeta or Vegito. I'm not really sure how they decided to do. The dance is phenomenal. Gogeta and then Vegito. You've got both of those. But yeah, the bad guy they're facing just actually used the earrings to become one person. So it's really weird to see this Saiyan hair on this green alien dude, and it's not Piccolo, but it's weird to see. Like, it's just weird. But Future Trunks is back in Dragon Ball Super, and it's pretty good because Future Trunks is always one of my favorite. Maybe Piccolo and Future Trunks are probably my 2 favorite characters in Dragon Ball.
No, mine's definitely Vegeta. I like Vegeta a lot.
Vegeta's great. Like Vegeta's probably top 5. Maybe
he's got the best voice, I think.
Yeah, he does. He does have a really good voice. But Ralph, if you have not went down I don't know that you can commit yourself at this point to watching that. Dragon Ball is okay. Dragon Ball Z is really good.
Yeah, I haven't even watched all of Dragon Ball Z. I've only watched up until what happens first, Cell Game. So there's Majin Buu, and then there's the Cell games. I can't remember which one happens first.
No, Cell games happens, then Buu comes after that.
Yeah, so I've watched up to the start of Boo, but I never finished Boo.
Boo's okay. It just felt like they needed something longer to drag the show out a little bit longer because they have different forms of Boo, and it's just the Cell Saga and the Cell games are probably the best.
The Frieza one takes way too long.
But Frieza's a good character, at least. Like the early stuff, getting you established with Raditz is dumb.
Yeah,
that stuff kind of sucks.
Everybody's so weak back then.
Yeah,
They're all so weak.
they're so weak. I mean, Krillin and those guys are still pretty weak.
Yeah, they definitely reached their peak pretty early on, and then they're just kind of worthless.
Yeah, Jirobe is in this Future Trunks stuff that's happening, which is kind of funny because in that All System Goku show, they refer to Yajirobe as the ass eater because he just looks like someone that would eat ass, and I just can't look at him without thinking that every time I see him.
Yeah, he doesn't really do much.
He does not do much, but anyway, that's your Dragon Ball Z moment. Brought to you by 100 Halloween lights in stores now for $4.99.
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, pretty close. But the androids are pretty good too.
The Android Saga was really good too. I like the Android Saga.
Speaking of androids, Madden 19.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I heard they edited a song that's in Madden 19.
To not
hear about
say,
this?
Yep.
Does not say Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
There's a line in this. It was like YG, Big Sean. I don't know who else.
Yeah.
But Big Sean said some line about him being called like Colin Kaepernick or something, and they edited it out.
Oh shit! I just had a spider on me. Thing was just crawling up my leg.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Speaking of Halloween, better get them Halloween lights.
The Halloween lights preventing spiders since 1994.
Yeah,
it's still near me. I don't know where.
Have your dog eat it.
She probably would attack it, but
no eating.
I don't think it's the kind of spider that bites, though. So
lame.
That's what happens to Colin Kaepernick.
I'm going to be doing the rest of the show looking over my shoulder.
Reality's back there. Keep looking. Madden NFL 19 has an 82. Last I checked, which I think is the same score Madden NFL 18 got.
Let me see if I can find the spider real quick.
Yeah,
it's fine. Coming in last place with a guess of 87 was Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. You're not here. He's glad. Okay. I can still hear him looking for a spider. Coming in second with a guess of 86 was Derek.
Hold on, I gotta write down the name of this week's show now.
What? The Level Up Show podcast.
You can look at what I'm putting right now if you'd like to.
I will later.
Okay. We have nothing on. I'll just tell you, it's Spider Hunter.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to find the spider.
Instead of Spy Hunter, get it? You get it? You get it?
It's got big legs and a tiny body. It's hard to see. So
anyway, I've got a big leg and a tiny body.
My dog is back though, so my dog can go spider hunting.
Just so you know, Ryan, you got last place on this one.
On
Madden.
I'm gonna have to pick a game because I definitely. Wait, I don't have to pick a game.
No, we haven't revealed the winner yet, but it's me.
You win.
85. I said 85. It was 82.
Yep.
Nailed it.
What's your bad game, pal?
I get to add a bad game to the bad games list of all time list.
Can it be Madden 19?
Yep. That game right now is Hollywood Squares on the NES.
I've never heard of that. What is that?
So he talks
Hollywood
about
Squares
it.
is?
He talked about it.
The game show?
Time, I think.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, but that show was lost in history.
I know. I know Hollywood Squares. Yeah, I've seen Hollywood Squares with Tom Bergeron.
And that guy with all the facial hair, Bruce Valanche.
Yep, Bruce Valanche.
Avalanche is what ladies call him. Yeah.
Yep.
No, they don't.
Did that show have a giant spider on it?
It might.
Have you ever played the PlayStation 1 game called Spider? Speaking of that,
No.
I don't think so. I played Spider-Man.
this is Spider. You're Spider with guns.
Nope.
Is that something that's illegal? Can you give a spider a gun?
I mean, you can give it to them.
You can give 'em out a cookie.
Use it.
Give him a cookie
Yeah.
and read about it.
Is there such thing as like getting a permit for your spider to carry? Or
Not in Missouri.
there might be a chance for that in Iowa, or no, Derek? Do you have
Last I checked about spider laws, the only spider law that was around was you could not bite women. I don't know why. It's just a thing.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I mean, what about bird law?
I know
What
Jude
if-
law. I don't know about gird law.
What if the spider told Urban Meyer?
There was an abuse situation.
Told Urban
And
Meyer or his wife.
Yeah, so then it was just the spider was safe then, right?
The spider doesn't. The last I knew, spider laws don't include drama, so I think that alleviates Urban Meyer.
Or, I mean,
Wow.
Urban Meyer's basically like a judge, right? Or like
He's
some
like
kind of
Aaron
God
Judge. You're
figure.
right, yep. He is like
Okay.
Aaron Judge. Correct.
Aaron
yep.
Hernandez, judge.
Right. Yeah. Aaron
Uh,
Hernandez is judge, aka God. Sentence him to death. Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get fired.
Yeah, he's definitely getting fired.
WarioWare Gold,
Oh man.
which I have coming in the mail
Yeah. Okay.
tomorrow, I
I
hope.
meant to tell you, those games look ridiculously weird and awesome. I watched that video you told me to watch. I watched probably 15 to 20 minutes of it. And like those weird fucking mini games where you're switching between like you're fighting that girl and then you're switching between like, oh, here's an Animal Crossing level. Here's a fucking Super Mario level or a Sunshine level. Here's this shit. Here's it's fucking batshit crazy. I've
You
never
ever
played a
played a
WarioWare
WarioWare game?
No,
Oh,
I've never
gosh.
played one.
Yeah, they're
That
they're
looks fun.
all a lot alike, but yeah, it's like
That looked
nonstop.
That looked fun as
Insanity.
shit though. Like that, I was like, okay, this might make me want to play this game.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, I watched that video you told me to. So
it's good. I mean, I've heard this one gets kind of repetitive.
I mean, there's only
Right.
what 4 levels? Is that what they said? 4 bosses.
Yeah, I don't remember. There's 300 micro games, as they call them.
Yeah, I think there was
But-
4. I want to say there was 4 story bosses or whatever. And
You're
so
probably right.
that doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I heard you can beat the story in 2 hours.
Yeah,
but,
that doesn't seem worth it. What is it? $40?
Yeah, but you can unlock. I think you play some other mode, or like you get these points. I think that's how like the older ones were for like playing modes. And then you like,
And unlocking things.
yeah, like you
I just don't think
get points in
40
like
bucks
a
seems like
slot
a-
machine.
$40 seems like a
But
lot.
there's well, yeah, there's some game you unlock called Mutroid, where you're a cat, but it's like Metroid.
Oh.
And I don't know.
There was a
I
Metroid
don't-
level. There was a Metroid level that was like timing, like you had to time it properly to like jump or whatever.
Okay, yeah,
I don't
sounds
know,
about
just-
right.
It just that seemed cool. Like I've never played a WarioWare game, so I didn't know what to be expecting. I was like, all right, this is pretty dope. This looks cool.
Yeah, they're all pretty good, but the one on Wii is pretty hot, but you can't play that.
I mean, I have a Wii right.
Oh, you
There.
do have a Wii.
Yeah, I sold my
Okay.
Wii.
Okay. It's a good
You
one.
could put a Wii disc in a Wii U, but you traded that in, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
that's
did
what I
get
was.
rid of my Wii U. I did
getting
not
at.
get rid of my Wii.
WarioWare Gold,
Oh, shit, that's
77.
Apple Spider.
77 is where it's at.
77.
He's got it
last
in
I
his
checked.
eyes.
Oh man. Coming in last with a guess of 84. It's Derek.
Yes.
Sorry, Derek.
I know. I'm really bad. I'm sorry, Ralph.
Coming in dead second with a guess of 81 was me.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
And
not quick enough.
and nailing it with a guess of 77 exactly. His face. What's Ryan?
His face was his face just goes like he knew it was him,
They pre-ordered it.
and he's looking for that spider.
What was it? It's over in the corner somewhere. I just missed it, but
Just like
You
throw
missed
a
Throw
throw
a
a bomb.
Throw a dart.
Yeah.
Throw a dart at a
Throw-
spider.
Throw a bomb at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just blow up your house.
Just get rid of the apartment. Man.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'd take out all
Wow.
my PlayStation 4 games if I threw it in that corner. That'd be okay.
Just throw them away.
Yeah.
Just fill a soda over there on top of the
Yeah.
spider.
Get my Northwestern's Mountain Dew.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. There you go.
But,
Ryan,
What was the game that I
Warrior
won?
Wear Gold.
WarioWare. Yeah.
You nailed it.
It got to
77. 77.
Oh man, I thought those games you could score higher than that.
You
Yeah,
guessed.
they do. But you know,
I got like no games to put on this list.
well, better start.
Wrestling games that I have that have not gone on the list. Have I put Nitro on there?
Oh man, WCW Nitro. Let's see.
Yeah.
What about? Hold on, Ryan. I got an
Mayhem.
idea for you.
Yeah, it's
Ryan,
on there. It's
Ryan,
on there.
ready? What about?
No,
game.
I've never played that. I couldn't do it. And I think most people like the second one.
Neither have I.
but
What
they
about?
probably
Hold
don't
on.
like the first.
What about this game? This is still sealed.
Is it Fallout New Vegas? Oh.
I have
probably
played that
could get on
game.
there. Man, I beat that.
I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant to put
I
that
did
on.
too, but I
there.
bought it when I got that remaster on PS4. Like I don't know why.
Man, I have like 3 copies of that game because it's $3.
You know what's a really bad game though? Truly, ready for really? I mean, it's honestly a bad game. Like I'm not joshing you this time.
Revolution X.
No.
Theft Auto 4.
It's a terrible game. Bad game right here.
Not bad.
It's a bad game. Right here, look at this. This is a terrible game. Look at him. He even knows it's a bad game.
It's got a good map. See how many fingers does he got? Does he have 6 fingers?
He's got too many fingers. I can't even do the accent I want to do for Nico Bellic. I wish I could, but
I think it's Bellic, but yeah.
whatever. Terrible.
But,
He's terrible. It's a terrible.
What about WCW NWO Thunder? Is that
Yep.
on
It's on here.
that? Oh my
You
gosh.
put it like back to back after Nitro. Where was
What
it?
about like the PlayStation version of like WCW like World Tour or something like that? It was called something like that. I don't remember.
Versus the World
Yeah, there was like some
WCW versus World.
PlayStation.
with Sting on the
Yeah.
cover? Yeah, I
Maybe.
rented that once.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got another idea for you. Ready? Ready?
I don't think that game was that bad,
How
but
about this? How about this game?
that's a.
Balls of
Fury.
That looks like a movie. That would be a pretty bad game.
It's on the
but-
Wii
It is on the Wii.
Balls of
There's a
Fury
game.
on the
There's a
Wii.
game.
and
I'm
DS.
pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it's a bad game.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be horrible.
But this game, this
Um,
movie's pretty good though.
I mean, you can do versus the World, but I kind of liked that game at the time. I don't know
the
if I still would
PlayStation
though.
or on the N64? Because I thought there was an N64 one that was.
That one was World Tour. This was just WCW versus the World.
Um,
But I think it were
that one was
developed by
probably
some
better than
people.
Nitro.
Well, yeah, Nitro was fucking garbage, but it ran at like 240 frames a second. That game always seemed like it was going
Yeah.
way too fast. Man,
yeah.
let's just do it.
Do I have-
WCW.
well, I don't know. Wait, did I put all the GameCube wrestling games on there? I have 18
WrestleMania
on it.
19.
Did I put
19
18
on
on
here. XIV. I did that wrong, but yeah, that's 18.
I
Should be
did on.
XVII.
Let me check the other ones.
Day
Day of Reckoning. Man, apparently every wrestling game's bad. Life, this is dance. You learn as you go.
It's a great movie.
I've never seen Life.
This is a great
I have-
movie.
I have played Day of Reckoning.
no,
Where is
this-
that?
This is a great movie.
Is that on there? I thought first when you held that up, I thought it was Dr. Doolittle, but
No, Life
It's
is
the
a great
same.
movie.
I bet it's not.
You know what's an even better movie? Hold on. This movie right here.
I've never seen that.
What the fuck? This is a great movie. I fucking
is it?
love this movie.
I've played the
This
Genesis
movie
game
is fantastic.
and the NES
I
game.
haven't seen that either.
Oh
That's
my
actually
God. Man, next E3, I know I'm doing.
I don't see
It's
Day
better
of
than The Last
Reckoning.
Samurai. We can put Day of Reckoning on there. It's probably the better of the three, but
WWE. I have that
Potentially.
game. Day of
I think
Reckoning.
they made a sequel.
Yeah, I have the
bought
first
sequel.
two. Yep. Or, I mean, the only two. Someone gave them to me. I don't know why, but I kept them.
Have we
I don't
looked
think I
at?
bought
Have we
Raw
looked to
too.
see? Is this game bad? Have we looked to see if this game's bad?
Oh no, those games
No.
are good.
Yeah, this was
Are
The
they
good.
good?
Lord of the Rings games
Are
are
they
good.
I don't remember.
Yeah. All those EA published ones I thought were good.
Yeah, there's a game called Demon Stone on Xbox that has on there like from the makers of the Lord of the Rings game.
How about,
I
how
don't
about
think it's
this?
published by EA.
That's a good game. I mean, it got reviewed well.
I mean, it's a Lego Batman game. Aren't all the Lego games the same?
Pretty much. They're all fine. I mean,
So if you put
some
one on
people
the
love
list,
that
you got to put all on the list.
shit. Yeah.
It's sad to
All
look.
bad.
It's sad to look at the movies I have right next to me and realize I haven't seen some of them.
Are they all bangers like Something About Mary or
Like this, I've never seen this. Have you ever seen that movie?
Side Man?
I saw that in the
Oh.
theater. Yeah.
Is it good?
I don't remember. I thought there was
Sure,
some
that's
kind
not
of
a
twist.
porn movie.
Oh,
I have. I mean, I do still have this, and I bought this forever ago. And this is a great movie right here. This is just.
Mallrats? Yeah, I like Mallrats.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
a super old DVD case too. See,
Like of the Kevin Smith movies, I know Ralph doesn't like Red State, but it'd be Red State, Dogma, and Mallrats for me. Those would be my three.
Yeah.
don't ask me to rate them. I can't do that. That's hard. That's
I don't know.
Oh, Chasing Amy's not bad either.
I like Clerks 2 quite a bit at the time. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them in years.
Clerks
so.
2 is pretty good. I mean, if
I
you're
mean,
talking like
the first
also,
one's probably.
are you talking
the
just
best
View
to me.
Askew movies, or are you talking just Kevin in general?
I was just thinking like, well,
I really like Zack and Mary
Oh.
Make a Porno. I think that's a fun movie.
it's okay.
The only part I remember in that is when he pulled out and pooped
the
on
poop
everywhere.
all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember getting my window broken out, my CD player stolen that night. That's what I remember.
So then you shit everywhere.
I just
Yeah,
took poop on my
yeah.
car. I just shit on my car.
Oh no, that was in the Dumb and Dumber when he hits the. Do you remember that part?
Man, yeah, there's Bob
There's
Saget.
poop all over that car, even though it was a chocolate bar. I don't know how. Like there's way too
Clerks
much
for me,
chocolate.
like the first Clerks is probably like the standard for me because I really like that movie. Mallrats is probably number 2 because I love the. I mean, I watch Mallrats probably once a week once I bought that DVD. To be honest with you, like I watched it a ton. And then after that, for me,
It's got one of those Genesis hockey games in it.
I really, yeah, I
Yeah.
really like Clerks 2. Chasing Amy's fine. I'm not really high on it necessarily.
To me, Jersey Girl's the worst. That is that
Jersey
is
Girl's
the
not
basement.
great. No, I mean, if you're talking Kevin Smith movies, like Cop Out is not as funny as it should be.
I've never seen Cop Out.
It's not
I haven't
good.
either.
That's not good.
Tusk.
Tusk is okay. I saw that in theaters.
I did too. I was the only one
yeah.
there.
It was
Haley
okay.
Joe as Sora in Tusk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be pretty good. Yeah, Tusk is okay. Red State's better than Tusk, and I have yet to watch Yoga Hosers, but I know Yoga Hosers isn't going to be good. Jane and Silent Bob Strike Back has always held a special place in my heart, though. Jane and Silent Bob Strike Back is a really good movie.
I always
I don't-
forget about that one.
Yeah, I don't remember it. Like Mallrats was the first one I saw. I saw it on VHS. Some friend of mine had it, so that was probably nostalgically the best.
I don't know. For me,
Yes.
it's the thing with Jane and Silent Bob. Like, there's so many cameos in that movie and callbacks. Like, it's so good. He's got Mark
What's-
Hamill wielding a fucking lightsaber, fighting him and Jan Bob with bong sabers. Like, what the fuck is that?
Isn't there a Blunt Man and Chronic movie coming out?
No, they're doing a Jan Silent Bob. They're calling it the Jan Silent Bob reboot.
Oh, I thought where they're trying to stop a reboot of Blunt Man and Chronic. Or am I making
No,
that up?
that's what Jan Silent Bob Strike Back is. Is there's somebody's filming a Blunt Man and Chronic movie without them, and so they're going to Hollywood to stop them.
But I thought this next one was they're stopping the reboot.
I
It was
don't
like the same
know.
plot.
Maybe I don't
That's
know.
probably wrong.
I don't know. Kevin tweeted the other day saying that he just finished writing something that he has yet to be able to talk about, but it's like one of the biggest IPs he's ever been able to play around with. So I wonder if that's like a DC or a Marvel movie. I don't know.
Oh joy.
So that might be happening. Yeah, I know you're not a fan, but that makes me excited.
It's a
Well,
dead
I
or
mean,
alive movie.
So whatever.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool if like he's more of a DC guy, I think, in my mind. Like when I think of him, I think of DC movies, but I don't know what
I
they
mean,
would
I
give
just-
him.
I mean, with like Marvel, it just seems like I don't care who the director is. Like, it's gonna be
The same
movie's gonna
formula.
it's gonna be like however Disney or whoever wants it.
Oh,
It's like that's why Edgar Wright dropped off
Right.
Ant-Man, which is like the only reason I was interested in Ant-Man.
yeah, Ant-Man's okay. Ant-Man and the Wasp was actually really good. Like Peyton Reed did a really good job. Like I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is better than the first movie.
I don't know. I didn't see.
I really
either, I
liked
guess.
it. Yeah. But who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be cool to see him do like a. I think DC should focus more. I think they have better villains, so I'd like to see more DC villains movies than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
But-
probably agree with that. I don't
What if,
know. I've heard-
I love that.
What if he went out of DC and Marvel and instead did a Powdered Toast Man movie?
I'm in.
I don't know who
Live
Powder Toast
action?
Man is.
Ren and
What?
Stimpy.
Oh, got it. Yep, now I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've probably talked about this before, but I still have the comic book of Ren and Stimpy, the issue where Powder Toast Man meets Spider-Man, and it's amazing.
How does that
Okay.
go?
I don't remember. I need to read it again, but yeah, it's pretty hot. I've got it upstairs
yeah.
somewhere. I need to pull that out.
Powdered
Yeah.
Toast Man's pretty good. He was one of my favorites.
Flies backwards with his butt out.
Doesn't he stick Ren or somebody in his butt?
Oh, I'm sure he did. Man, it's a hot show.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That may be the end of the episode. I don't know why there was never a Powdered Toast Man game or like
Yeah.
focused on him. Oh well.
Should be.
Or that horse that would just stick his head out the window. Or looking into the house from outside.
I want a Johnny Bravo game is what I want. Give me
There
a
may
Johnny,
be like a Game
Probably
Boy
already used
Color
one.
game of his.
give me a
or
Johnny
something.
Bravo. Give me a Johnny Bravo game.
Or Dexter's Lab or
Yeah, give me Dexter's Lab.
Cow and Chicken.
I'd be down
There's a
for that.
Rocco's
too.
Modern Life game. That fucking
Oh
sucks.
yeah.
Is it really?
It's on Super Nintendo. I
That's
should
weird.
put that on the list. Man, that's bad.
It's weird. I need to play more. I wanted to go downstairs and play a bunch of Super Nintendo today, and I just never. It's hard with it being downstairs, but I have it downstairs because it's corded. But it's hard for me to play it down here because everybody's upstairs, so it's hard to like. Hey, I'm going to go isolate myself for 6 hours and play video games. Upstairs, at least I can still watch the
Turn
kid.
on some Dragon Ball Z downstairs.
Well, since I got to stream it from my phone to the Apple
Yeah.
TV, it's hard for me to like not be within somewhat vicinity to do it. So because
Yeah.
that Adult Swim app does not work as good as the Spirit Bomb does.
I guess. Yeah, no. The Spirit Bomb didn't even really work that well
Yeah, it
either. So
didn't really do a lot. Instant transmission, though, man, that was where it was at.
yeah, it's like he doesn't even use it anymore. So
No, it's just the Kamehameha.
yeah.
I gotta watch all this Dragon Ball to
You
keep up with
should.
you guys.
Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball is okay. I truly think DBZ is where it's at.
See, I didn't even know there was a
Derek's
difference.
seen more of it than me.
until
Yeah.
you said all this.
Original Dragon Ball is when Goku's a kid.
And he has his tail and beats a bunch of weird shit up and fights a bunch of weird things. Like it's fun, but it's not like that's where he meets all the Z fighters, if you will.
Yeah, and Piccolo's bad
Piccolo's a
guy.
bad guy, a really bad guy. But Piccolo's like fucking great. So yeah,
Okay. I feel
Piccolo's
like,
pretty cool in Dragon Ball Z.
Piccolo's the fucking
Like-
bee's knees.
I feel like
it's
I played
fun.
a demo of a Dragon Ball game on PlayStation 1, but
Might have.
Probably.
I would not know what that was. But
And
continue.
in Dragon Ball Super, they are trying to do this containment thing where they're trying to put one of these bad guys into like a little jar. And so there's a dance that goes with it because, of course, there is. Not like a dance, but there's like moves you have to do. And so past
You have to enter the Konami code. Yeah.
Bulma is going to the future with Vegeta, Goku, and future Trunks. And she's like, hey, we learned this this whole containment thing that might help us at least get rid of one of these guys. Trunks, you should do this. And he's like, well, I don't fucking know how to do it. And she's like, don't worry, I've got a video. And it's Piccolo doing this fucking weird dance thing. And it's pretty good. And so
Yeah.
he does it, and then he gets one of the guys in a little jar, and then it cuts immediately to Roshi, and Roshi's like, "Hey guys, you forgot the most important part," and it was like this weird like. I don't know, this fucking cloth that you're supposed to tie the container with to keep them locked in there, and it doesn't work, but it's pretty humorous. Cause
How
like,
old is he now?
decrepit enough,
Yeah.
man. It's still Master Roshi. Like it's still the same thing.
Some girl magazines.
There might have been. I didn't see. It was just him from one shot. It wasn't really
Mhm.
around the house. Unfortunately, I didn't see the turtle, which kind of made me sad. But they showed the Kame house, which always makes me happy. But that DBZ Super, like if you get the itch to want to watch it, like download that thing on your phone or just stream
It's
it from
not
your
gonna
computer.
happen. But
It's well, I mean more for Ryan. It's
Oh.
good.
I won't watch it until I watch the rest of Dragon Ball Z.
Super is almost done. Like it's done in Japan, and I think they're getting ready to start the last part of the season here in the US at the end of August. So as of right now, there are like 30 some episodes on here, I think. But what's funny about the Adult Swim app is like the Adult Swim app has got a ton of things on here. Like you can watch all kinds of shit from Rick and Morty to Ralph's favorite Robot Chicken and Dragon
What?
Ball.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force is probably on there.
Yeah, and it's fun, but like I go to my Apple TV and those shows are not on there. Like if you let me
Is
just
C Lab on there?
so I'll just go here and we press shows.
I've got all 4 seasons of C Lab on DVD.
So 12-ounce
Yeah,
mouse.
that's pretty
I
good.
don't know what the fuck 12-ounce mouse is.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, a 12-ounce mouse. I have the entire series. It's on DVD. It's a great
Adult
show.
Swim, Celebrity Poker, Tournament Royale, American Dad. I don't want to go through all these. Apollo Gauntlet, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, as seen on Adult Swim, Assy McGee, and Attack on Titan are all your A shows.
Assy McGee is not great.
Balls Master 9009, Black Cover, Black Dynamite, Black Jesus, Blood Feast, Bob's Burgers, Brad Neely's Hang Nailin', Scorpio PPO. I don't know what that is.
I haven't watched that yet.
Brett Gilman's Dinner in America, The Boondocks, and The Brack Show, all B's.
Brack Show's good.
Brack Show's
Yeah.
check it out.
Show's pretty good.
Check it out with Dr. Steve Brule, China, Illinois, convention panels, Cowboy Bebop, The Cleveland Show, Cry of Man, A Troll Holiday, Spectacular in 8 parts. Daytime Fighting League, Decker, Delocated, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Kai, Dream Core LLC, and The Drinky Crow Show.
Oh gosh, that's good. So it's Delocated.
So on Dragon Ball Super, you have episode 60 through episode 73 is what's on there. So you got 13 episodes, nothing crazy. You got Eagle Heart.
Eagle Heart
Harvey
is
Show.
great.
Was Brack on Harvey Birdman sometimes?
No, Brack was on Space Ghost.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
He might have been on Harvey Birdman too.
I don't know.
Family Guy, Fat Guy Stuck in the Internet, Fish Center Live, FLCL, Frisky Dingo,
It's a good one.
Ghost in the Shell, Greatest Event in Television History, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, Home Movies, Hot Package, Hot Streets, How to
Movies
Draw,
was great.
Hunter,
Mhm.
Ex-Hunter, the Heart She Holler.
That's not a great show.
Yeah, no, I don't think Brack was ever on Harvey Birdman.
Infomercials, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Joe Pera Talks with You, The Jellies. I'm sorry, this is not a great end
So
of the
these are
show.
a lot of letters. Yeah.
King
you can just
Star
like fade
King.
out here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at L. Loiter Squad, Lucy the daughter of the devil, Lupin the third part, and then a bunch of M shows. Off the Air, which is what we should be. Rick and Morty, Robot Chicken, Samurai Jack, which is a great show. C Lab 2021, Space Ghost, Squidbillies.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm just skipping a bunch of shows at this point. Venture Bros, Yoga Bro. Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
not great.
Anyway, you should download the Adult Swim app or just watch a bunch of that because it's worth it, probably.
I think all that's on Hulu.
Yeah, but this all dubbed where Hulu's subbed.
Well, I'm watching like Eagle Heart on Hulu, and I don't care.
Well, that's all in English anyway, so yeah, that's true. But okay, well, that's all I got. It's your Adult Swim moment, brought to you by
NBC.
Space
Sure.
Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Space Ghost is maybe one of the best shows of all time.
Yeah.
It's real good. What about the original Space Ghost cartoon? Because
I've
that's not
only
very
seen a
good.
few of those episodes, and they're not fun. Space Ghost Coast to Coast is where it's at for me. Like, staying up late night watching Space Ghost at my grandma's house, that was my life for a while. Like, Space Ghost, in the grand scheme of things, might be top 15 shows I've ever watched. Like, I like Space Ghost a lot. It might not be great going back to it, but it's pretty good.
It probably still
It's-
pretty good.
It's real dry and real dumb and doesn't make any sense, but it's real fun.
There's a great episode where he follows an ant for like most of the episode, and there's like no words. He's just
It's
following
just
an ant.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I should watch a lot of Space Ghost. I'm pretty sure I don't know if every episode's on here or not, but I think it is. Yeah, season 1 all the way through season 9 is all on this app, which is pretty great.
Well, yeah, and Aqua Teen got started from a Space Ghost episode. There's like this food squad in this one episode, and it looked a lot like what Aqua Teen became.
I never liked Aqua Teen. I don't know why, but I just never got into it.
That's
pretty
like
good.
that's like one of my favorite shows ever. But I mean, it's kind of polarizing.
11 seasons that show got.
It's pretty good.
It should only had like 4.
The fuck is what is Assy McGee?
Assy McGee is an ass that's a cop and it talks.
Is it
Yeah,
good?
it's got legs, right? Like the ass has legs. I think.
Yeah, and it always
This
has
might
to
be
turn
too
over.
hot. This might be too hot for TV, but it's right there.
Yeah, it always has to turn over its badge and gun like every episode. But no, they're in Bob's Burgers, that Teddy guy who's
Okay.
always at the. He does the voice of Assy
Yep.
McGee.
Okay. That makes sense.
So he's kind of hard to understand.
Yep.
It's like it's a butt talking, and he's like
You don't want
farting
ass
everywhere.
McGee. Yeah, you don't want him to sneeze on you.
Yep.
Yeah, you should just watch one episode of Assy McGee.
might,
They're
yeah.
short,
There's
just
a lot,
because it's
like-
fucking ridiculous.
I wish there was an Adult Swim app for the Apple TV. It really bugs me. It's just Cartoon Network, so it's a lot of Ben 10 and other weird shit that I don't care about. There's no Adult Swim application yet, so we'll see.
Okay.
All right, that's all I got. Now you can close the show. Too many hours later.
Hey, that's how we roll.
It is how we roll.
I guess that's it. There's some dancing, silent dancing from Derek. Level up.
No, you're gonna end up in a bottle.
Like Genie in a bottle. Is that what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Is Christina Aguilera gonna rub me though? Because I mean, that might be.
I don't know. You think she still knows how to do that?
I sure hope so. I don't think you forget, brother. Maybe you do, but I don't think so.
Think she still performs that song?
Oh, I thought you meant
Probably.
something else. She probably still performs a lot of those things, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm wrong.
You gotta
though.
end this show. This cat's in a plant. I gotta.
Oh, that's what that dance move did.
Oh gosh, I have to kick the plant.
Level, I believe Ralph says level the night away.
Level yourself at bay.
I plan on it. And hey,
That
Level
cat's
it
over
out.
9,000.
while watching
Michael
some Jay and
Bay.
Silent Bob and Michael Bay, probably.
Pretty sure that cat was gonna pee in that plant, and it might have.